The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Yo, welcome to Real Figures, episode number 34. My name is Omar V. Bringing you the latest action figure toy news of the week. Fuck. Damn it, dude. I practiced that all morning, man. Fuck. Still don't got a good intro into the show, man. But yo, welcome everybody. Whole ass year fucking went by doing this show, man. And yeah, it's always exciting to get back on here every time. And yeah, welcome back to everybody that's joining me again. A special episode this week, another one. It's kind of falling midweek, just because this weekend not gonna really be around my house too much. So yeah, I kind of wanted to squeeze in another episode because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, man. Surprisingly, you know, it's like towards the end of the year. I thought toy companies were gonna kind of slow down, but man, it's no time for that. You know, you gotta keep pumping this stuff out. You know, getting people excited and stuff, seeing what people are in for. Usually I kind of start off with my hauls, man, but I haven't really been getting too much stuff in, at least that I've unboxed. I have gotten like a couple packages in, but and just because of like work and stuff, kind of have everything kind of getting piled up, man. Plus I also got like my big bad toy store warehouse getting shipped out to me, so hopefully that arrives pretty soon, because I do want to have that stuff ready for Christmas, man. So no hauls this week, but like always, I'll say what's up to the chat, man. And as the chat kind of trickles in, let me know what you guys are picking up. Like always, I kind of wanted to kind of get into like some like top 10 stuff, man. But it's kind of hard to kind of really narrow stuff down. You know, it's just I was like looking at stuff. It's like this auto, dude. It's just awesome toy line that came out from Jakks Pacific, man. I know I already kind of showed this off, but this is the best figure in the line. And I don't know if I had to rank like figures, I would rank like this Jakks Pacific Simpsons line. I think the only thing that's kind of missing is like maybe a little bit more expression in some of the faces, but that's why I like this auto so much, because not only does it come with a guitar, but this was just jamming out, but his head sculpt also kind of allows for like, I don't know, it's just something about the eyes, like the shape of the eyes, like on the Bart Simpson and the Homer, they were just like super, just like spaced out looking, like they still kind of work, but I don't know. I think that's the one thing I have, but this auto is just so awesome. So I think if I had to rank like toys and stuff, I would kind of want to rank lines. Obviously, like kind of showed this off last week. What's left to be said about the Jada toy stuff, man? This Cammy, bro, she's so hot. Yeah, that's a fire one, man. So I don't know. This kind of recency bias, I guess I could say. I have all this stuff on my desk. I was honestly just doing this before the show. Like this Merman right here, dude. This is like, man, this new Eternity line. They had some bangers come out this year, but this one by far was like the best one to me. The gradient paint on like the arms and the hands and stuff. It's awesome. I was even watching shout out to Cincy Nerd. Love that guy's channel, man. He was just kind of celebrating 500 episodes and he had just picked this up. And he was just kind of looking at it through the box, kind of marveling at the paint. And yeah, that's the first thing I noticed when I popped this thing out. This is a great figure, dude. For $23, it's like, I remember seeing people talking about like, yeah, this is like mini Mondo status, you know, it's just good shit right here, you know? And then also beginning of the year, kind of forgot about this figure right here, but man, this Megatron from YOLO Park, this shit is fucking badass, bro. Like this is what got me like to really jump on like Transformers. So really impressed with like what the stuff that YOLO Park's doing. For the price points, like man, they're like the Transformers line that I'm kind of collecting right now. I don't know. I was just kind of like looking through my stuff, like, do I make a list? Do I make a video? Obviously, the Figura Obscura, Frankenstein's monster, Frankenstein's creature. This figure, man, as soon as I got it, I was like, you know what? This thing deserves to be noted as one of the better figures of the year, man. This thing is just awesome. It's got soft goods. I think the only thing I had to like kind of gripe about, but I could kind of understand just because of the intricacy of this coat, like this duster, I mean. It's just they killed this thing, man. Not even mentioning the accessories. Like the accessories alone are worth the price, but that's just an awesome figure. And like I remember just having this thing out like during like October, and like even now I was just kind of looking at it again on my desk, kind of took it off the shelf, and like man, it's just awesome, you know. Look at me. I'm over here going down my freaking list, bro. I was like, when am I gonna make one? Man, yeah, there's so much cool stuff, man. Also, like this little Goku, man. I know for what it is, it was a unexpectedly pretty dope figure, man. It kind of like got me like to start buying a lot more like these SHS smaller bodies. Like I know people have picked up that little Anya figure. I think last year I had picked up I think that came out last year, right? I think that was like the one also kind of got started. Yeah, I was just kind of like going through some of the stuff I got. And like I said, man, some of this stuff is recency bias. It's kind of hard to remember everything that comes out in a year, you know? But yeah, I was just kind of looking through some of my stuff and like trying to see like, man, where do I rank stuff? But it's like, who gives a fuck, dude? It's like, man, if you bought cool stuff and you enjoyed the stuff you bought, you know, sometimes it's kind of worth sharing. I'm like enjoying kind of looking at people's videos and stuff being put together. Like people are doing like top 10 Marvel Legends, awesome streams going on and stuff. So I don't know if I'll do all that, but I definitely wanted to highlight some of the like the cooler stuff that I got this year. But like I said, there's so much stuff and there's so many different lines, and like for whatever reason, you could kind of have like favorite figures for like different reasons, you know. It's just like I don't know, like Marvel Legends, yeah, they're worthy of like their own top 10 list. A lot of people would think, you know, and myself included. I think this year they definitely put a lot of like noteworthy figures out there. Some of the NECA stuff, some of the TMNT stuff that they put out, I've been digging on like that last Ronin stuff I've been buying. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, man. Like so I'm like kind of looking through like some of the stuff I got, even like wrestling figures, man. The wrestling figures that have been coming out from Mattel, they're awesome. Yeah, let me know what you guys are picking up. What were some of your guys' favorites throughout the year? Because yeah, not even that. Like you get into like some of like the SHS stuff that they're putting out for like shonen characters. The Mayfex is always killing it with different kind of stuff. Man, and then the import, like the third parties, I mean, like, dude, what's left to be said? Like they're been showing off crazy stuff throughout the year, crazy stuff last year that's hitting this year. So I'm sure a lot of people are digging on that stuff. So yeah, let me know. And then as you guys kind of gather your thoughts and stuff, I'll kind of go through the chat and say what's up to everybody, man. Shout out to my man 8 and Skate, first one in the building. What's up, 8? What's good with you, man? He says, what's up, everyone? Hello, Ghost Tab is in the house. What up, man? Darth G is in the building. What up, Darth? What's good with you, man? Andy's in the house. He says, hey, yo, on a Wednesday. I know, man. But yo, this yeah, it's kind of worked out for me this week, man. I hopefully yeah, everybody enjoys the show and everybody's able to make it. It's kind of like, I don't know, I don't really have like a set date all the time. I feel like I kind of snuck in on that Sunday spot. You know, it's just kind of worked out for me work wise and stuff. But I do got major changes coming next year, man. Nothing major to the channel, but hopefully I can kind of get on here more often, man. Kind of like I said, I got like ideas for stuff that I want to do, but it's just been like a kind of a hassle trying to figure out timetables and stuff like that, man. But yeah, I definitely want to kind of continue to kind of pump stuff out on this channel. So right now, thankfully, that I got this live going on like consistently, or at least consistent in my head. At least I think I'm consistent enough. So yeah, I really appreciate people to kind of check it out, man. But be on the lookout, more stuff coming. Man, I ain't getting nothing in the last few weeks. Hey, man, that's perfectly fine. Hey, there's like I said, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, Ghost Tab. He says Todd is shipping my Kickstarter medieval spawn. Me too, bro. I'm like on the lookout for that now. I did pre-order or get 2 of those on the Kickstarter. I saw my man Will, he got his in. I was like, yo, gotta get my shipping notification for that, man. He did say it was gonna come out before December. So man of his word, my man Todd. Toy Company of the Year? Is it Toy Company of the Year? Is it crazy to say that? Paul Morales is in the house. He says, hello, everybody. Yo, Paul, what's up with you, man? Welcome. But yeah, like I said, man, as more people kind of trickle in, always say what's up to everybody, man. My man, Be Weird sliding in here says Wednesdays are hard for me to catch live. I'll catch the replay. Yo, Be Weird, appreciate it, man. Thank you for stopping by, at least saying what's up. My man Rojo's in the building. He says bang, bang, bang. What up, Rojo? What's good with you, man? But yeah, like I said, yeah, it's gonna be like a pretty quick stream, somewhat kind of cool stuff, kind of going up for pre-order. Some stuff that got shown out previously, but I guess now we're getting like full solicitations, full pre-order information and stuff. So we'll kind of go through that stuff. And yeah, and like I said, like as more people kind of trickle in, I've been kind of asking people like, what were some of your favorite figures of the year? Kind of showed off some of mine early on, but like I said, man, at the beginning, you kind of like when you're really kind of looking at it, it's like, man, I got this in February, I got this in March, so it's hard to kind of like remember that stuff and how good they were throughout the whole year, you know. Like I said, I got recency bias right now with this Jada Toys Cammy, but that freaking amazing Yamaguchi Catwoman, that Selena Kyle, she was hot. That was a good one. I was like, shit, I was just remembering that one. The Agent Venom that came out was awesome. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming out, man, all the time. I even like that Cobra Commander, that G.I. Joe Cobra Commander. That thing was hot, bro, with that chromed out visor. That was looking sleek, bro. Again, the little Megatron accessory though, so I think that's why I kind of like it a little bit more. But yeah, man, a lot of cool stuff. Mesco was putting out fucking banger after banger too. They were putting out some cool shit. That King Conan was hot. A lot of the G.I. Joe stuff. I only picked up the Storm Shadow and then that Commando Snake Eyes, but there was a lot of cool stuff coming out from them. I've been seeing that Duke more and more. I know a lot of people are picking that up. The Valor stuff that came out this year was freaking hot. Yeah, man, there's a lot of cool shit that comes out all the time, man. It is really hard, and I can kind of understand why now. Like people make like top 10 McFarlane's, top 10, you know, as crazy as that sounds, top 10 McFarlane's, top 10 Marvel Legends. You know, because it's just so many lines and so many different kind of reasons why we buy stuff. So let me know yours. Let me know yours. And if you're catching the replay, let me know in the comments, man. Like I'm always kind of surprised that people kind of leave comments on my videos sometimes. Some people I've never even interacted before, man. But I really appreciate everybody that checks it out live. If it's the whole show, a little bit of it, or the replay of it, man, I really appreciate it, man. So let me know. And as we kind of dive into the toy news, I'll kind of start reading out some of the comments too, see what people's thoughts are and stuff. So yeah, let's just dive right into it, guys, because we're actually kind of starting off with a pretty awesome figure. Now this thing was getting teased out last few weeks. I believe the sculptor Eamon O'Donoghue, I think I pronounced that right. It's kind of a hard name to pronounce, but sculptor kind of sculpting this stuff out for the Frazetta girls and Icon Collectibles. Because yeah, here we have is the Vampirella. Now this is going to be the Frazetta version of Vampirella. So yeah, what this line is kind of reproducing in action figure form is like Frazetta, famous Frazetta paintings, or you know, muses, different muses that he used. So yeah, the Frazetta Vampirella is super iconic. And when we got to look at the teaser of this, I was like, just looking at that scope, man. You already know where the eyes are gonna go. And I gotta say, man, they did not skimp out here, because just looking through the solicitations, man, obviously a lot of these companies are going to Trevor 1/6 shooter, rightfully so, justfully so. I think we all know why. The guy takes awesome pictures, and he really sells these things, man. Like obviously, kind of looking at it, like the articulation breakdown, not going to be the most super articulated figures, but I think people that are buying this stuff know what they're getting. And the reason I kind of keep going back between these two pictures is because that tombstone, man, I wish I was that tombstone she's sitting on, because goddamn, bro, like I said, articulation aside, these guys know what they're sculpting out. I think they understand their audience good enough. And like I said, man, there's different reasons to buy action figures for, you know, various reasons. And some people just like the way these things look, and I can understand why. Because yeah, man, this thing is not skipping out, bro, when it comes to that that curvature in the back, bro. Like, and yeah, like I said, when I saw this shot, I said, yeah, Trevor knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly how to sell this. And man, I think this is gonna be my first Icon Collectibles figure that I go in for, man. They have put out quite a few figures in a short amount of time. And I remember when they first put out, I think it was that Dark Wolf. I was like, you know what? Like, I don't know. Like, at the same time, they got like Savage Crucibles coming out. I know he's gonna be putting out like certain Frazetta stuff, some of his own original IP stuff. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just kind of wait around for this stuff. So I didn't really kind of jump to pre-order any of these, man. And at the same time, it's always kind of like a new line. You know, what if it's just a one-off? Where do you kind of put it sometimes on your shelf? I know you could kind of mix it in with Legions and any kind of Barbarians and stuff. But man, seeing that they're actually building out an entire line is pretty cool. You know, just the sheer amount of like artwork that this guy has like produced, and that they're able to kind of sculpt out and put it out into an action figure is pretty impressive. Just like and they're putting it out fast too. They're not just putting out pre-orders. I think that Norseman is hitting right now, or it's going to hit soon. And then they're already working on their version of Conan. So like they're not it doesn't look like they're slowing down. And then as we were kind of talking about last week, the last time I did a show, can't even remember when, we were just kind of looking at an early prototype. So people were kind of pointing out the ugly knees. This picture right here in this head sculpt sold me. Like I was like really digging how this looked. But apparently this was like a super early prototype. And right here you could see it specifically on this head sculpt. Like the bangs on the hair should be a little bit lower. People were kind of pointing out those ugly knees. Apparently this guy, the sculptor, Mr. O'Donohue, had like a somewhat of an unboxing, I guess, on his YouTube, and he was kind of taking pictures of what appears to be a more closer to final product image. And yeah, right here you can clearly see like the bangs are kind of fixed up. It looks a lot better. And right here, it didn't look bad to me. Like I didn't really pay too close attention to it when I saw this image, but seeing the like closer to final prototype, it does look a lot better, you know. And even those knees, for being single jointed, like I said, they don't like to break up the sculpt. If it comes out looking like this and they're ugly and they're not pegged incorrectly, then yeah. But I feel like they kind of trimmed that up, cleaned that up a little bit. And then that stand, that graveyard stand, just looks so awesome. Yeah, this is a pretty cool pre-order. It's already gone up on places like Big Bad Toy Store. I'm pretty sure you could get it on their site. I believe the price is around $90. What are your guys' thoughts, man? Outside of this freaking cake, did you guys check this thing out, man? And what are your guys' thoughts on it, man? Say what's up more to the chat. My man Laser Pants in the house says, yo, what up, Laser Pants? He says, God damn, for reals, bro. She's got a yacht. She's got a yacht. Oh, my man, Rojo, he knows he got the jar ready. He says, my favorite toy that was released this year is the Action Force Praetorian. Oh, calm down. He just saw Laser Pants slide in here, my man. My man, 8. Tyler, he says, yo, that ass. You ain't lying. Yo, what's up, Ty? Welcome, man. Yeah, dude, like I said, when I saw this, I was like, dude, and shout out to Trevor, man. He actually kind of set up like a behind the scenes of just the lighting of this beautiful ass. Just the lighting of this beautiful ass. I was just loving that. I was like, I had to like that reel. That was a good one. But yeah, I don't know, man. Is the cake justifying the purchase? I think it might be. Honestly, like I think that's just what it's coming down to, bro. Honestly, like I said, articulation aside, you know what I'm buying this for. You know what? If you're buying this, you know what it's for, man. Exactly. Everybody's putting the cake emojis and stuff. That's funny, man. My man Ghost Type says Cammy has competition for that caking of the year. Oh, most definitely, bro. Like, man, between this, Nightwing, the Selena Kyle, Miz Yamaguchi, that was a high one. Shit, there's a lot of cake going around, man. So yeah, like I said, I think like certain companies like this, they know how to sell stuff, man. And it kind of bums me out sometimes about Marvel Legends, like current Marvel Legends. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I get that, like, these are toys, these are meant to be like for kids sometimes, most of the times in their eyes. But like, dude, there's nothing wrong with like a nice curvy woman, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like that. Like, good lord, like that's a thing of beauty, man. That's something to marvel at for real. So yeah, like definitely, I definitely got to give respect to the companies that are not shying away from that, even if it's not toy companies. Sometimes you see, I know there's like big, not big controversy, but there's some controversy going around in the video game industry a lot of the times. I think there's even like this new game coming out for Naughty Dog, and I saw there was a little bit of controversy on it because the chick looks like some androgynous, like you don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Like, man, God, man, that's not how you sell a video game, bro. That's like people are gonna be playing this character. They want to, I don't want to say they want to overly sexually fantasize stuff, but man, they want something good to look at least if they're gonna be spending hours and stuff on it, you know. That's just my whole thing. It's not to like get off on these like action figures like we're some fucking weirdos, but there's nothing wrong with it, you know. It's a beautiful sculpt, and I think it should be admired. Just look at that cake. Even that bat is like, god damn. Look at the little bat. The motherfucker's flying sideways looking at that shit like, yo. Oh man, but yeah, definitely one that I'm gonna pre-order. I actually pre-ordered it on BBTS, man. Like I said, this will be my first one. It's not the first Vampirella out there. I don't want to say it's the best one, but it's the one I'm going in for. I know Loose Collector has put out his stuff. I've always kind of taken a look at those. I've always been curious about going in for it, but I just could never justify that price. But then to see this at 90 and I didn't really blink at it too much, is like, man, was it the cake? Must have been the cake, man. But I mean, Loose Collector doesn't skimp out either when it comes to that stuff. I don't know what it was about this. I just really like how it looked. You know, it does look like that Rosetta of Vampirella, the iconic cover that's like kind of in the circle. I love that cover. I forgot, I should have got the image of it, but yeah, this is just super classic looking, true to the character. So I'm in for it. And like I said, even the stand, like a lot of stuff selling this figure, man. Not just the cake, but let's just take a look at that one more time. Cause god damn, look at that little bat. Little so fucking bad. Stop the bat mid-flight for real. He was like, yo, where's this at? Where's this going? Not paying for nutsack knees. Oh, come on, Andes. Yeah, like I said, the knees are definitely unsightly, man. But you know, right here, like I said, in the closer to final prototype, it is kind of a certain angle where you can't look at them directly, but they don't. It doesn't look as bad. Like I said, you gotta kind of give and take, I guess, certain stuff. But yeah, I can hear you on them knees. Shardamus is definitely beating off to her feet. Yeah, for reals, man. Fucking Shart. Oh man, to see all these lines like do well off the jump, it's crazy. His dinner fun, man. Enjoying dinner and the show. My man Tyler, hell yeah. There's a dessert right here, bro. This is the dessert. Yeah, Ghost Tab knows the game. Intergalactic. Yeah, that's a fucking terrible looking game. Looks awful. My man NYC Figure Fanatic is in the building. Says, yeah, yo, NYC, what up, man? Yeah, so yeah, be on the lookout for this one, guys. Like I said, these do tend to be coming out pretty fast. Not just frequent pre-orders, but actually pumping these things out. So it's not, you know, it's not like the Hiya Toys effect where you're just kind of getting to look at new stuff and you don't really hear about it for, you know, a whole ass year and stuff. So yeah, we moving on from here though. Move on to the next thing that is I don't know if this has gone up for pre-order, but it was shown off this week. Next up we got Headhunter from Four Horsemen Studios, partnering up with Zolo World. So I don't know, man. Apparently this is a Warrior Beast universe. So I know they did that figure that came out last year. I actually forgot the name of it, but is this like some kind of new line or just some kind of collaborations that they're doing, man? Because I'm not really 100% sure on it if it was even the same character, but it looked really familiar to me. And I don't know. I like for what it is. I do like the design of it. It's just it kind of reminds me of Scary Glow. Kind of reminds me of I forgot that Street Fighter character, but the dude that's kind of in this kind of skeleton suit and shit. I forget his name. He's a pretty dope fighter though. But yeah, it kind of gives me those types of vibes. Obviously the Soft Goods cape looks pretty dope. I don't know, man. I might have to jump on this pre-order if I catch it, man. What was the name of the last Zolo World figure though? Because that thing, I remember seeing it and I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a Mythic Legions figure, but apparently not. Oh man, LP says no one's looking at her knees. Real talk. Don't look directly at that butthole. Hey, yo, you might get pink eye for that. That is like I'm the knight, I'm vengeance, I'm holy shit, that's a big ass. Yeah, Pop and Swap. There you go, my man. Pop and Swap, the Pop and Swap Kings. NYC, tell me about this figure, man. What's up with the Zolo World stuff, man? Is it like a new line or is it just like special kind of edition figures that are going to like cons and stuff? Because man, yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's something about like honestly like certain decals on figures, man. I like that like neon green stuff on it, and obviously on the skeleton, it just looks super fucking cool. So I don't know. I think like I said, man, maybe the cake was selling me on that Vampirella. It's honestly like the paint job on this figure. It just looks really cool. Like I dig it a lot. Like I said, even like the bone being painted onto the figure, like that's good deco right there. It's not as easy as it looks, you know. So and even like the stuff around his waist, is that like leather and stuff? Because it kind of looks like it. So I didn't know what kind of material that was, but I don't know. The whole figure itself looks cool to me. Like even the boots and stuff. Like if I was kind of like into Mythic Legions, I feel like you can get like a lot of parts out of this. Like even the stuff like around his wrists and stuff. Like yeah, that there's a lot of stuff going on with this figure that I think a lot of people that are buying like Mythic Legions would be in for just for parts alone. Like even that cape, man. Like shit. Give me something like that, like on a Marvel Legends, man. I'm tired of buying these damn Moon Knight figures and they got these like thick fucking rubbery plastic capes. It's like, bro, I feel like this is like more costly than just soft goods. Like, man, like even look at Todd. Like, look at Todd. He's putting out consistent soft good capes on figures. It's not at first, it's crazy. You saw the evolution in such a short time from that guy. It went from like hard rubber capes, just like Marvel Legends, to like this little fabric, like tissue paper. So like actually wired capes, thicker material. It's like, man, some of them are $22. Some of them are like the same price as the regular DC Multiverse. So I don't know. I feel like if a character has a cape, I think that's just the norm. We should make that the norm. It shouldn't be like a special kind of thing anymore, you know? So yeah, for what it's worth, this thing has a lot getting packed into it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to get it myself relatively easy, but it does look really cool. I mean, Ace. I was thinking about getting this. Looks awesome. I think. Yeah, just the look of it, right? It just looks super cool. I don't know like too much about the lore of it, but man, even this freaking little stand right here, this little Frazetta stand will work with it, man. It just looks like it'll fit into a lot of cool little lines, and it's got a toyetic factor to it. I always like to use that phrase, toyetic factor. The skeleton expression looks like he just found out about the Vampirella figure. Yeah, right. He's all hot and heavy for that shit. My man B Rivera's in the house. He says, "What up, all yo, B man? Why you change your avatar for? I love that old Spidey avatar on the wall and shit." Skullomania, Skeletor, Doctor Doom. Yeah, there you go. My man Rojo hitting it all, man. Exactly, Skullomania. Yeah, definitely give me those vibes. And Skeletor, you're right. Especially when he kind of is Keldor and he got his like freaking flesh burned off of his skull. Like, yeah, that definitely allows for some kind of cool customs and stuff. For sure. They make a special figure exclusive for ZoloCon. This is the second year they did it. Last year's did go up for a limited order directly from ZoloCon's website. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, now I remember. It had like a red cape, huh? And yeah, there was something about it. Like I remember when I saw that one, it kind of looked too kid bashy. It just looked too kid bashy. I was like, man, is this some kind of original character or like is it just really just like trying to portray put off a kid bash and call it a new character? But this to me just looks, I don't know, like even if it's inspired by other stuff, it looks like a cool original character. Like it looks really cool. So I might have to jump on this one, man. They have an official 4 Horsemen release without the exclusive head next year. Oh, okay. Oh, you gotta have that fucking head, man. I'm in it for the damn head, bro. That head is fucking nice. Yeah, no, you gotta have the exclusive head, bro. Like, nah. If you don't get that, then there's no point. Fuck all that shit. I hate that stuff, man. I always say it all the time when it comes to like even Amazing Yamaguchi stuff. As lame as an accessory might be sometimes, it's like, give me all of this shit. Give it to me all. Like, I don't want just, oh, you didn't get the limited edition one. I say it all the time with the Mondo stuff. You didn't get the limited edition one. You don't get this cool extra accessory. Then fuck you. I don't get the whole thing then. Like, that's it. I just don't pre-order this stuff. So I don't know. But I understand if it's an event exclusive, gotta pay to play, man. Shit, I get it. So we'll see if I could land this one. B Rivera liking that Pochita profile pic. Nah, B, you gotta switch it back, bro. The Spidey on the wall, man, that was classic. Fighting code names in the house. He said real skeleton head only. Exactly, bro. We're in it for the head here. We're in it for the head. What's your need of the week? Oh man, I can't with that. Not right now. No needs so far. I have no needs. Ghost Tab. I've been going crazy with them mystery bag clips. Yo, where'd you get that Pochita? Is that 1/12 scale? That actually looks pretty cool. I don't know about the avatar. I like your old one, but the little Pochita looks cool. But next time we move on to this Dinosaur Battlefield, Triceratops, Gladiator, fucking fighters. I don't even know the name of the proper names of these guys. We got gray color Triceratops out here on the battlefield and stuff. We got red Triceratops also on the battlefield. We got brown, and then we got tan. So yeah, man, I actually haven't gone in for any of these Dinosaur Battlefield figures, man. But I remember when they put out that T-Rex, everybody was getting them on YouTube. I saw a whole slew of reviews coming out at the same time for that thing, and I was like, hey, I wonder if these guys got this for free. But man, I gotta say, man, I don't know. As cool as these look, it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of mix mashy two stuff that I do kind of like together. Like I like dinosaurs, I like gladiators, I like warriors like this. It looks pretty cool, but mashed together, I don't know, man. I don't know if I like it so much, man. It's just it is cool, but like I said, when I look at this stuff, it's just like, man, is this something I really need to go down? Sometimes just out of curiosity, I do want to pick one of them up just to kind of, I don't know, just to kind of see what's up with it. Like, but at the same time, it's just that just feels like a waste, It doesn't seem like as impressive as it might be. It's gonna get me to buy more of them. But they do look cool for what they are. I'm not gonna lie. They like for what they are, they look cool. They're kind of playing out this scene right here, the snow plane warrior. So you got the T-Rex. The T-Rexes, I think if I would have picked one up, one of this figures from this lineup would have been that T-Rex. That thing looked pretty cool. It was like different colors on it. So I don't know. I appreciate like the different kind of colors. It's not just like muted olive or gray or black and shit. You get like some interesting kind of colors, and it kind of, like I said, toyetic factor, baby. Here it is again. It kind of gives you that. So maybe one day I pick one of them up. But like I said, call me old fashioned. I don't know. I like dinos, but like I said, call me old fashioned. I think I like my dinos looking like they're going to the beach. You know, they're gonna stroll down the boardwalk. I think I like this look a little bit better. So this is probably just a more simplified version, body version. Like I said, man, call me old fashioned. I think I like this better, dude. But what about you guys? You guys going in for any of these Dinosaur Battlefield figures? Because like I said, they don't look bad. Just kind of looking at the head sculpts, I actually kind of tripped out how close they resemble to birds and shit. Like I know that's what they always can say. They're like more closer to like fucking birds and stuff. But I don't know. Like I said, I love dinos for what they are, but call me old fashioned. I think I just like dinos looking like a goddamn dinosaur. I don't know about these damn fucking going to the beach looks, but I don't know. They definitely are trying to pump this stuff out. Just looking at the figure breakdown, it's pretty well articulated. Like I think just for like the bulkiness of it, obviously you're not going to be able to get like double jointed elbows on some of these, but they do look like they are packing a lot of cool stuff to kind of actually make a fun figure. It's not just going to be like a little statue and shit. It's just going to be too stubby to move. And then the armor and stuff actually looks cool. Like it does look well painted. Like there's a lot of detail going into this, but I don't know. Like I said, it just doesn't look like it's something for me, But what about you guys? Have you guys picked any of these up? Omar finally saw Jurassic Park. Call me old fashioned. I think I like my Triceratops looking like he's going to the beach. Or call me old fashioned. I think I like my Triceratops looking like a fucking Triceratops. Is that crazy? Oh man, like for real, man. Because next up we got this Hammond collection, baby Triceratops, and I gotta say, this Hammond collection is actually pretty impressive, man. Like I've actually looked at a lot of reviews on it. I haven't bought too many myself. I've got that T-Rex, and then I did just pre-order that Giganosaurus or Giganosaurus. I forget the name of that shit. I can't pronounce that shit, but it's like this huge ass one. I think it was like $24 like on Target and Amazon the other day. So I souped it up on Amazon. So looking forward to that. But man, yeah, I don't know. Like for what they are, I remember the Amber collection that was like more closer to 112. I thought that was gonna be like the future of like dinosaur action figures and stuff, but it just looked like it was just a little bit too big. A lot of their stuff was clearancing out. I don't think a lot of people were going in for the stuff at full price. I think those Raptors were like $35 when they came out. And then I remember them clearancing out like at $17. So I think people were swooping in on them for right there. So this like closer to 118 stuff, it looks like the way to go, man. And just looking at this little baby Triceratops, it's like, man, I could have dreamed about having something that looked this good when I was a kid. I think when we were kids, we had like, if you had like dinosaur figures, they were just like statues, little, hard plastics. They were cool. You have your imagination. You can have a lot of fun with this shit. But just looking at this, it just looks way better. It's just, and even if I was like a teacher and shit, and I was like, teaching little elementary school, I would have this stuff because it just looks that good, like of a model, to just kind of, teach kids about fucking dinosaurs. Like who doesn't love dinos as a kid, man? It's like Omar finally saw Jurassic Park. Dude, that was like one of the first movies I ever saw when I was a kid, man, in theaters. I think it was that or Lion King. I can't remember which one I saw first. I think it was Lion King. I think Jurassic Park was the second one. I can't remember which one came out first, but whichever one came out first, that was the first one, man. But yeah, what a great movie. And yeah, man, it's just, I don't know, just something about dinosaurs. Whenever I look at them, it's like, these fucking things were real, bro. Ain't no fucking dragons, none of that fucking, a griffin or any of that shit. Even though I think those are real too. This is undisputedly, factually real shit that walk the earth. And that's fucking crazy, bro, So that's why when I see this, it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's like it's fun, it's a cool action figure, but I'm just impressed with this. This is just good enough. And it always kind of trips me out now whenever we see all these lines, all these like animal lines, anthropomorphic lines. It's like, bro, just give me a fucking lion walking on all fours, looking like a fucking lion, a panther, a fucking wolf. That's why I think people are really digging the G.I. Joe classified series with all the animal figures that they pack into that. A fucking animal line, Animal Kingdom line would be so awesome. We were just talking about the Four Horsemen. That bear that's yet to hit, that's gonna be a fucking awesome figure to own. It's just that. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. This is crazy. Like, where the fuck are you gonna put this? I mean, it would kind of fit like in, like a TMNT shelf. Obviously, we're seeing all this like TMNT stuff constantly all the time. Take a look at some figures right now. It does kind of fit that, but I feel like we already have that. We have multiple TMNT lines, so it's like, maybe they're not gonna go in on this because they see Mattel putting out a great product, mass produced. I don't know. I would really like an Animal Kingdom figure, a figure line one day, and I just wish companies would kind of look into that. It's just you don't have to fucking put them in armor and all this crazy shit to sell them. Like you don't need to do all that. As cool as they look, I kind of feel like I've had my fill when it comes to these anthropomorphic lines. My man Codename says these look really good, but take up a lot of room. Yeah, they do, right? They look fun, but like you said, they do take up room. Obviously, it's another line to kind of go down. It's like you're not gonna just buy one. I mean, maybe, yeah, like I said, just out of curiosity. But look at this. Like, this is a whole line of figures right here. So, it's cool to have them all, but I don't know. To me, it's a little bit unnecessary. I think that's a big pile of shit, Dr. Ian Malcolm. Yeah, that's like super iconic meme. I love that meme. I love that scene too. Bought the Gigantosaurus for my nephew. It looks great. Yeah, man. I've been seeing that. I was looking at reviews when it came out. I was like, man, you know what? 50 is too much. Even that T-Rex, I had bought it when it clearance out. It was like, I think 17 also. I can't even remember, dude. Last year. It was great, fucking awesome figure. Like one of the better figures that came out whenever it came out. But yeah, like I said, Mattel is killing it when it comes to their stuff, man. And it's just simple. You don't got to do all this. You don't need to get crazy with it, you know what I mean? Like as a kid though, like now that I'm like talking about it, as a kid this would be cool as fuck, but like I said, when I don't know if any kid knows about this existing. This is strictly adult collector stuff, so I think as a kid they would be into this, but I feel like adult collectors and kids would be into this hardcore. Clever girl. Yeah, motherfucker gets killed right there. Oh man, yeah. These are humanoid dinosaurs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That whole anthropomorphic stuff. I'm not. Had my fill. I'm good. Hey, yo, Mr. Ortega. What up, Ortega? The gladiator dinosaur could go great with your Sasquatch in street clothes. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking 8. Oh, man. I've yet to buy one of those, but yeah, moving on. Oh, fuck. I just said I had my fill with anthropomorphic characters. Next up, we got the kings of it all. NECA putting out some more turtle figures, man. Because first up, we got the Mirage Leatherhead. And man, I gotta say, this thing looks pretty awesome. But I don't know. I just find it kind of crazy that these guys are gonna put out pre-orders on their site. It's just kind of like a no-fly zone right now, from them. Obviously they're the company making this stuff, so obviously they're going to try to get the money first, but I do believe these figures that we're going to talk about here are going to go up on other retailers. I would highly recommend buying them from other retailers and not pre-ordering from their site. But going into the figure, I think this thing looks pretty gnarly. But like I said, man, after seeing so many companies kind of do these types of figures, it's kind of like, I mean, it kind of looks a little bit outdated, especially when you see some of the stuff that like the Maestro Union guys are doing, that Fury Planet stuff. Like, man, those things are looking gnarly. It look as cool as it is, as obviously matching the comic book versions of these characters. I don't know, it's something about it that kind of left me a little bit underwhelmed. Like, I don't know. The head sculpt looks nice. The size of the figure is pretty impressive. I believe we saw this like at San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con in the booth. And yeah, even there, it wasn't something that was like, it was highlighted on live streams. I even talked about it on here, but it wasn't like a showstopper, and for being such a large figure at $50, I feel like that type of character, it has to warrant that. And for me, it didn't, so I don't know. I'm not going to run to pre-order this, but I have been digging on this Mirage turtle line, man. I kind of regret not going in for that Karai Shredder, man. That thing dried up on Target. And I think I liked the Stumptown Wrestling Leatherhead better than this. I know it's not like the line that I'm kind of specifically collecting, but it's something about that just look a little bit funner to me. I don't know if it was like the colors, the sculpt of it, but to me, yeah, like the Chuck Taylors and stuff, it just looked fun. like action figure wise, you know. And this, it looks cool and it's gonna look cool on the shelf, especially with like your Mirage stuff. But I don't know, it's something about it, like I said, it just kind of was a little bit underwhelming to me. But maybe if I see it in hand, might just have to change my mind about it. But this isn't one that I'm gonna run the pre-order, and especially not on the NECA store website. They can go fuck themselves, and we all know why. You know what I'm saying? But what about you guys? What are you guys' thoughts on this one, man? My man fighting codenames. Omar's Real Animal Pet Figures Kickstarter coming this March. Yeah, you're right. I should start a channel just called Real Animals. Just talk about fucking companies that should make real animal figures. But these whack ass NECA TMNT figures you'll get, no, not necessarily. Like I just said, not really selling me. It's pretty underwhelming. And like I said though, I have been digging on like the Mirage stuff. The last Ronin stuff is pretty cool, but yeah, I'm not really pre-ordering everything NECA. Because yeah, even right here, like looking through the shots, like I didn't even get this new, what's this guy's name? The Neutrino dude. I forgot. No, that wasn't a neutrino. I forgot the name of that thing, but I didn't pre-order that. I've only kind of really dip into like main characters. I do want to get some of these like Foot Clan dudes, but I have my pre-order on BBTS, but haven't got that shipped out yet. I mean, I haven't got that charged yet, at least. I don't know if it's gone in stock. But yeah, not really going in for this one. If I see it on sale, maybe, but I just think $50, it's a little bit too expensive for something that didn't really impress me just coming out the gates. Like I said, it's just a little bit outdated compared to some of the stuff that we see coming out now, you know. Like it's impressive of the size of the figure and stuff, the skull, the paint into it, but just looking how wonky it looks, you know, just because of the size and the shape of them, like that tail and stuff, it looks like it's just not gonna be hard to stand. It looks like you're gonna need that tail to stand it up, but just look at the shape of the legs. Like it just doesn't look like it walks correctly. It just, I don't know, as it's accurate, you know, but it just doesn't look like a fun figure. It just looks more static, you know, than anything. And I don't know. I guess I just really need to have it for my shelf. But like I said, at $50 might be unnecessary. The Fugitoid. There you go. Krang. Spisos with Ultron. Yeah. I don't know what you try to type there. Spisos. But yeah, I do like the head sculpt on it though. It's got a cool fucking like little eye patch thing and shit going on and stuff. So you get multiple looks on them. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, one that I'll probably wait on if I do want to be completing that line. And then next up, we got the Ghost Brothers from the last Ronin line. So we got these Leonardo, Raph, and Donatello. So, you know, obviously that's kind of a spoiler for the people that don't know who the last Ronin was. It's kind of obvious now. Because if these guys are the ghosts, then that leaves one turtle, man. But going into these figures, dude, I don't know. Like I said, I've been digging this line. I have bought all the brothers. These are different looks than the figures they have came out. So these are like their ghost versions and stuff. I don't know. It would be kind of cool to kind of display these behind the last Ronin, because there was a lot of scenes in that comic they kind of, you know, had like him kind of thinking of his brothers and stuff, kind of panels with them kind of talking to him and stuff, spirit form. You know, ghosts and shit. So it would be kind of cool for that, but like I said, it might be a little bit unnecessary for me. At $99 too, so it's like, man, they're charging you a full price for this for characters you most likely already have from this line, even though they are different looks. I actually wouldn't mind just the regular looks of these without like the translucent stuff going on. Like if this was just like their costumes, because like I said, the ones that came out for the last Ronin were dope, but these are, I like the looks of these too. They just kind of got a more classic looking TMNT design to them. And then the ones that came out, they were a little bit more geared up. So yeah, these would look kind of cool without the translucent. I'm actually wondering if they're gonna do that, you know, like, oh, this is, you know, like a certain panel where he wasn't dead yet. Like that would be cool. I wouldn't mind that, but I don't know. Just seeing this like set go up, it's not one that I'm gonna pre-order either. But I don't know, it's kind of gimmicky, especially kind of putting out translucent figures all the time from different companies. I get it though. They sell, you know, they're good, you know, they're good event exclusives a lot of the times, but yeah, some of the times a little bit lackluster for me. So it's not something I'm gonna pre-order, but it is up also on the NECA store website. And like I said, I highly recommend not buying stuff right there. We got more people trickling in. It says, hey, Real Figures, Nikolai Haga. Hey, what's up, Nikolai? This Hi, Real Figures. Hey, what's up? Ghost Daddy says the arms look off. They are too long. 8 turtles. Yeah, you're right. They do look a little bit wonky, especially this Raph over here, huh? I think it's like that's like the problem when like companies try to incorporate like double jointed elbows and stuff, and it's like they got like those like elbow pads and stuff. It kind of elongates the arms, and I think that's the reason why companies try to avoid like double jointed elbows and stuff. But like I said, there's other companies, like especially import companies, executing it a lot excellent. So I don't know. I would kind of like think that these guys would be picking up stuff from out there. And then yeah, kind of seeing what's up with it, man. So is anybody going in for any of these? Because like I said, it doesn't look like there's too much hot shit out this week, but this was it wouldn't be a toy show without fucking TMNT. So what are your guys' thoughts on them? My man Nikolai says Leo Batman. I'm Batman. He's a Batman fan. Trash Ghost. Trash Ghost. Oh man. Oh, that's funny, man. Fucking who the fuck is spamming this shit? Easy pass, laser pants. Don't spam the chat, guys. Come on, man. Be civilized here, guys. This is the internet. Pass for me. NECA is charging 22 for the leatherhead and 3-pack. Oh shit. 22 shipping. That's man, fuck all that. Yeah, I didn't even think about the shipping to get it from their site. So it's $50 for that leatherhead plus shipping. Yeah, that's a definite no, man. Pass for me, Aiden Skate. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I guess I could continue to put stuff out, but I did, like I said, I did already buy these, not these versions, but versions from that comic. So I think I'm good right there, you know? So easy pass. And then, like I said, it wouldn't be a freaking toy show without TMNT news, man. Next up, we got more stuff coming from this Samurai Force. I believe this used to be Rage Toys now. I think that's what it's called now. So it's like this turtle line that's kind of getting put up on pre-order on sites like 5K Toys. We got a female turtle. So is this Jenica, or what's the name of the other version or the other female turtle? I always forget, and I can't even remember the one that I grew up with, which was the one that was on Fox Kids. That was like, I remember seeing that, and I don't know why it wasn't like the stupidest idea, you know. It was like kind of cool. It's like, oh, cool, female turtle, that's awesome. Venus, there you go. Is this Venus or Jenica? Because I know in the comics they recently got a Jenica going on, but I gotta say, man, figure wise, this thing looks pretty awesome. This is a TMNT line that I have been picking up. I remember when they first came out, it was at Leo, and it's just, I don't know. I feel like it kind of frustrated me a little bit because like right after they put out the Leo, they were like putting out, would you guys want these things scaled up? And it's like, wait, what? You just made us buy the fucking first one. It's like, what do you mean scaled up? And then they put out the Donnie, which was a little bit taller. But like I said, proportion wise, the brothers are always different body shapes. So I didn't mind it too much, man. I think that Michelangelo's like hitting pretty soon. I think they see that kind of popping up overseas and stuff in stock. So that thing is going to ship out soon. They haven't revealed the RAF yet. This looks to be like the 4th one coming out. If this is just an early prototype, like I said, we haven't seen any kind of sculpt out to RAF. I hope he's a lot bigger. I hope he's like a chunkier, bigger size to him, because I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of fits his character a lot more, especially we see different versions kind of doing it the same. This looks cool though. Like this, honestly, to me, design wise, this looks probably like one of the freshest looking ones. It looks pretty awesome. Like it definitely has like that Samurai Force aesthetic to it, that cool ninja factor going on. Like her weapon set looks pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm excited to see this one. Even though, like I said, I was only probably going to be in for it for just like the 4 brothers. We saw the Bebop get shown off, the Splinter I got. That's an awesome one too. So yeah, this is definitely one of like the better TMNT lines out there, man. It's actually pretty cool line. And like I said, some of the times it is kind of cool to get every character you want at once, but I don't know. This was kind of a slow trickle out, but I actually don't mind it as much. You know, you get one brothers, enjoy the figure. Like I said, right now, even now, trying to make a top 10 list of like favorite figures of the year, it's so fucking hard to do because you've gotten so much stuff throughout the year. It's just, oh man, on to the next one, on to the next one. So it is always kind of cool to get a little space, get to enjoy like a figure just, you know, on its own. You know, if you would have got all 4, it's like you maybe miss certain stuff on the Leo, maybe miss certain stuff on the Donnie, you know, really get to appreciate because you have 4 figures in front of your face, you know. So I don't know. More information is gonna come out on this, and we'll check it out. But just looking at it design wise, it looks really cool. I do like how it looks. My man Liquid, shout out to Liquid below zero. He's actually one of the guys, like I always say, man, follow this guy on Instagram. This guy's always putting out good information, good toy news and stuff. And thank you for always sharing in the Discord, Liquid. But yeah, he's actually the one that kind of shared this image. So yeah, gonna wait to see more info on this, man. Vera de Milo or something like that. Yeah, I think it was, yeah, Venus de Milo. I think that's the name of it. Vera. And then, like I said in the comics, they got some other one called Jenica. So I was wondering which one this one was. I remember that dumb crossover with Power Rangers in space. Oh yeah, that was pretty bad, but man, for the time, it was just so awesome, bro. It was just like, man, this is fucking awesome. Like, they're in the same fucking universe. Like, this is cool. If the female turtle is a girl boss, then she is the one of the most recent. Yeah, that would make sense. That would check out. It's taking too long to get the 4 brothers from them. Yeah, like I said, it is kind of a slow trickle out. And like now seeing this one, it's like, oh fuck, well now we gotta wait for fucking Raph. You know, we were only one away. So I don't know. Hopefully they're kind of working on this one at the same time as Raph. Hopefully this is like just an early look for the 5th one, you know, and then we get to see like a painted prototype of Raph next. But I don't know. I remember seeing the prototype to Michelangelo, and it was sculpted out exactly like this. And short time after, we got the pre-order info for him. So this one might be the next one. Hopefully not, though, because I'm with you. I do want to get all 4 already. I received the Mikey today. Oh, right on, my man. Yeah, Codenames, getting that stuff. Gun damn it. Shit, man. I got to start pre-ordering outside of 5K. I always felt like 5K is bread and butter. But, man, yeah, some of these other sites are getting a lot faster. Yeah, this is a Codenames answering Laser Pants. Oh, shit. Yeah, exactly. I went through 5K. But they're awesome too, man. I like 5K, but yeah, come on, P. You're in the know. 5K takes forever. Yeah, you know what, dude? I always thought they were like one of the fastest ones, but they're fast to ship when it's in stock. Like when it's in stock, it's fast to ship. But yeah, sometimes to get it, I see like Toysy Metaverse getting their stuff, Bomb Busby getting their stuff. Man, yeah, I gotta start checking out some more of these other sites, man. I haven't ordered much from them, but yeah, I'm starting to notice that. Yeah, exactly. The actor for the Rat King in that show is actually the guy who voiced Duo from Gundam Wing. That scythe guy. Oh, right on, man. Oh shit, I didn't know that. That's awesome. Yeah, that was my favorite Gundam, dude. That Death Sight. Yeah, that shit was sick. Love that fucking Gundam. I ordered a bootleg Darth Maul from Gundam and they canceled it on me. Oh, motherfuckers. So I'm using Gundam. I'm not using Gundam. Probably gonna not use it. Boncho, he says, hey yo, Yoda, Boncho. My man Bon Cheesy and the Heezy. Haven't used them since. Oh well. I want the tiger. Yeah, that fucking tiger, bro. Yeah, gun damn it. I hate their shipping. Takes forever. At least mine gets stuck in Compton, California for a week or 2. Oh man, that sucks, bro. Dude, I actually don't live like too far away from 5K. Whenever I see like their shipping address, it's Monrovia, California, and I'm like 2 cities over from that shit. So like I said, whenever they have stuff in stock, like that's usually when I jump on the pre-order and I get it like within 2 days. I actually just paid for that Terry Bogard. I thought I was gonna get that in today, but like I said, man, right now it's a crazy time to ship out stuff. Shout out to the people that are in that like kind of like work area and stuff, man. Like delivery drivers, mailmen, USPS, fucking UPS, FedEx. That shit is rough right now for these guys, man. So, you know, I'm not really tripping on any kind of late packages or anything like that. Amazon. You know, Amazon can go fuck themselves. Their employees are pretty awesome. You know, so shout out to people working that type of job, man. I know right now it's not the fucking greatest time. All the CT toys I order from AliExpress are stuck in Compton right now. What's going on in Compton? They're probably striking too. Free shipping means taking longer. Yeah, you're right about that. But next up, we got some fucking Kong versus Batman. And man, I feel like I'm saying this every week. Is Todd going full retard? Fuck, I feel like we're getting closer and closer to that, man. Cause yeah, this MonsterVerse stuff right here, man. Pretty hot movie releases, blockbusters, I guess you could call them the last couple of years, man. But man, getting like a teaser for an upcoming 2-pack from Todd, I was like, man, I wasn't really looking forward to it until I got an email, man, and I got a first look at this, man. Check this shit out, guys. Exclusive. You got the Kong, you got the Batman. That fucking 2-pack is awesome, guys. This is exclusive first look, man. You got this awesome Kong. So you get Kong, and then you get your Batman, and you're cooking, bro. Fucking Todd, man. Is he serious with this shit? Oh man, I had to get this damn fucking Kong off the shelf. That's a great Kong though. By the way, man, shout out to NECA guys. I know it's been fuck NECA lately, but they do put out pretty cool stuff sometimes. But going into this 2-pack, I gotta say, man, like I said, is he going full retard on this? Because man, I felt like this Kong is talk about lackluster, man. It's got 2 interchangeable head scopes, little neck swivel, and that's about it. It ain't doing shit else but that. The Batman, like I said, exclusive first look. I got it right here in hand. Literally the same Batman. He's put this thing out like fucking 2 or 3 times. This is the Hush Batman. Like this guy's put this shit out so many times, so many repaints of this. Here's another one, man. But not only that, if you want this motherfucker in scale, you do get this miniaturized Batman. So right here, you got Kong just fucking around with them, kind of welling them around. I don't know, man. I felt like, you know what? When I saw this thing come out in the comics, I was like, this is fucking stupid. But you know what's even stupider? Making a fucking 2-pack of this shit in action figure form. Like, this is just dumb. Like, it's never going to be in scale. Even just throwing that little mini Batman in there, that little fucking 3-incher, it's still not it. You know, and it's like, oh man, I should have got the video to watch Todd try to sell this thing on Instagram, on Twitter. It's just so funny. He's like, well, we're gonna give you a little small Batman, so you know, you guys like scale, right? You get to play with it in scale. It's like, bro, really? Are you serious with this shit? Oh man. So I don't know, man. When I saw this, I was like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna get pre-order heavy. And to see it $70 fucking dollars, like, bro, man, I felt like, you know what? They could have just got away making a really highly articulated mega fig Kong, like a mega fig, like a real mega fig. No you don't need a Batman, especially not a fucking 7-inch Batman. You could have just taken that out and invested fully into the Kong figure. Because I believe the next 2-pack that's gonna go up for pre-order pretty soon is gonna be the Godzilla versus Soups. And man, as bad as this Kong looks, I can only imagine how bad that Godzilla is gonna look. It's gonna look like a hunk of fucking crap. So I don't know what the fuck they got, what kind of drugs they got over there, McFarlane Toys, but you know, it's that good shit if this is what they're putting out, man. Because like I said, the Kong was the intrigue, but man, just looking at the execution they did right here is just, man, this is terrible. Like I wouldn't even put a swivel on that waist, man, if it's gonna look that fucking ugly. You know, you're not gonna be able to fucking articulate this, so might as well just not cut up the sculpt anymore, man, and just giving us a big fucking hulking Kong, just a nice clean sculpt, clean statue, even probably. Maybe interchange the head. Also, you know, that obviously that pretty much it, bro. I wouldn't have done too much, you know, but I don't know. Or maybe, like I said, cut out the Batman and then just, yeah, pack in more articulations to that huge Kong. Because like I said, look at NECA, man. They put this shit out a few years ago. This is awesome. I like this shit. It's not the best Kong, but hey, man, it's my Kong, you know, and it's like the sculpt on this is nice. The freaking paint on this is nice. It had like different head sculpts. I always wanted to get the other one that came with like the screaming head sculpt, but this isn't like, I know what I'm getting. This was $35. I felt like at $70, Todd, what are you doing, bro? You better put some fucking articulation into this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm saying this every week. Is he going full retard? Shit, man, he fucking might be. He just might be, man. Because if this isn't evidence of it, this next figure is, man. Because next up we got Captain Carrot, glow in the dark edition. So look at this shit. This is the fun right here. Fuck me now, man. I can't be mad at this, man. This is a great action figure. I remember when this thing got shown off, I was like, man, I gotta have that fucking rabbit. Did buy it. That's awesome. And like I said, this is like anthropomorphic goodness. I feel like when you see this is fun. You know, this is cool shit. This is actual real IP, original character. You know, for DC, it's not some fucking Triceratops and some board shorts going on the boardwalk and shit for a stroll. This is pretty fun, you know. So I did pick this one up. I'm not gonna go for this glow in the dark edition. I think I'm okay. But like I said, it is always kind of a trip that he gets this past retailers. It's like, man, they want exclusives, they want, you know, hot pre-orders, and yeah, well, Todd is providing, man. What about you guys? Did you guys go in for the Captain Carrot? And what are your guys' thoughts on this freaking Kong 2-pack, man? Is this full retard from Todd? Because I don't know, man. 3-incher is my street name. The 3-incher. Oh man. Yeah, exactly. NECA, please. Yes, like a HasLab size. Let's go. Exactly, bro. Like a highly articulated fucking Kong HasLab size would be fucking insane. That'd be awesome. My man B, we're in the house again. He says 5 points Kong. Yeah, that right. It's just, bro, don't even do this shit. If you're gonna do that, like I said, you could have just done away with these stupid Batman, or maybe just made like a little like how Marvel has done that, the little small Ant-Man. Make like a little small Batman, but man, pack articulation into this fucking Kong. Like, dude, that's where McFarlane excels, is his mega figures. And this was like, I get it's a little bit bigger than a mega figure, but you can go fuck all the way off if you're gonna try to slide this past as an action figure. This is not it, bro. So so I went full retard a long time ago. You saw the Joker late night dial. Yeah, you're right. That was definitely borderline full retard, if not over the edge. Why can't we just get a big ass super articulated Kong already? Yeah, man. Like you just said, HasLab size. That would be fucking awesome, man. It's a 3-pack. It comes with the baby Batman. It looks like Batman and Kong's baby. I remember you made that comment. That's a Super Saiyan Gorilla Grodd. Oh man. Yeah, this is, like I said, man. Whenever I see this is Super 7 quality right here. This is level of stupidity right here, man. Like, this ain't it. You know, and it's like they try to slide the articulation on the wrist. Like, okay, you get a swivel on the waist, swivel on the neck. That's nothing, dude. Don't do that. And this, like I said, this Batman not costing them anything. Fucking have it right here on my fucking desk. look at this shit. It's right here. Literally right here. It didn't cost you anything, Todd. Don't do this, man. You know, like, this is indefensible. You know what I mean? So yeah, pretty lame. Todd is cooking meth. That's savage. Oh, this is comment of the night. Comment of the fucking night. 3 inches my street name. Yup, there you go. Poncho. Don't be bragging. If you're buying this for 70, you have a problem. Get fucking help. Yes, dude. 100%. 100 per fucking cent, dude. This is it. Like, if you're paying full price for this, without a doubt, you have a problem. You need to find help. Yeah, this is probably the worst thing I saw this week when I saw this. I remember seeing this, I believe it's at New York Comic Con. I think he had this like on a panel. But yeah, like I said, it's just definitely not it, man, from Todd. Very disappointing, you know, because I remember seeing the leaks. This guy always has like leaks coming out to his stuff, and like, yeah, this was like heavily leaked, and I was like, man, that's gonna be interesting. Like a mega fig Kong. Like, I was already imagining, like, yeah, he's gonna cook with that, you know. But yeah, this was like the worst type of execution you could have done. If you carry glows in the dark, seek medical attention ASAP. Hey, good advice. Glowing super rabbit would look good fighting a Barbie Bigfoot. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of get away with like glow in the dark stuff sometimes, but man, I feel like Todd is just killing some of these like little gimmicks too fast, man. Like, come on, give us a little break with this stuff already, man. I agree, Omar, that Kong is sorry. Look at my man Thor and the coast here. Yeah, it's super lacking, bro. Kong hollow as hell. Yeah, right. It's just, it doesn't even look like this is worth $70. Like, if you showed somebody this, kind of knows anything about like this action figure stuff right now, and you showed them this, it's like, bro, 45 tops, 50 tops, 70, dude. You're out of your fucking mind. You know, and it's just, I don't know. I don't know who he's getting with this shit, man. I forgot Godzilla gave Kong those hose scratch marks. Yeah. This was stupid. Enough with the Batman. It's enough. There's like 1 million plus Batman by McFarlane. Yeah, I know. And it's just like, he ain't gonna stop, dude. Like, he's not gonna stop. He's like, you know what? It fucking sells, man. Like, as crazy as that sounds, as tired as that sounds, a lot of the times it is true, man. But yeah, I feel like it just kind of, it dilutes Batman. You know, every time you see a special one, it's like, oh man, I don't know, it's just a little bit better here, a little bit better there, lacking here, lacking there. So I don't know. Maybe, like I said, I went on my rant like about a couple months ago. I was like, man, I just feel like it, like some of these are cool, but like, man, it's just been so much. It's keeping me from like wanting to pre-order some of like the good ones that are kind of coming out recently, you know, because it's just way too much. I agree, Thor. So yeah, it was Luke was saying you could have a street human variant. There you go. 3-incher. McFarlane make Batman figures guest starring the DC universe. Yeah, exactly. It's like, man, you know, when he got that DC license, he just was in it for the fucking Batman, and everything else is just cherry on top. He don't give a fuck about it, man. So yeah, definitely not going in for this or this right here, man. As goofy as it is, like I said, I got the original version, and then he did put out a chase version also that I think some people were in for. And then McFarlane actually had a little bit of a live stream going on today. They were kind of revealing some new toys, some stuff, not really revealing stuff, but this is stuff that was showing off at New York Comic Con. I guess now we finally get like painted prototypes, so not the best image quality. Like I said, these are getting shared out on a live stream. First off, we got Captain Cold. So this looks like it's going to be part of the McFarlane Collector Edition. Like I said, since these are like early prototypes, I don't even think the box is kind of set up correctly, you know, because right here it doesn't even have like the wordage right here. And then we get a Guy Gardner. They were kind of talking about this figure a lot. It's going to have interchangeable faceplates, interchangeable hair pieces. But I gotta say, man, if you're not going with the bowl cut, don't even bother. Don't even bother getting this. If you're not using that bowl cut, they didn't even have to give you that other different hair piece. Like, you got to use the bowl cut. Like that's just a given, you know. You need to use that. So this one's also going to be $30, man. But I think I'm going to go in for this one just because, like I said, I'm not a huge Guy Gardner fan, but man, he's been going hard on these Green Lanterns, and I've been picking a lot of them up. And yeah, it just kind of fits out a cool shelf, man. Like Thor just said, it's been Batman, too much Batman, but usually when he kind of like locks into a character, he'll give you like all the versions of that character, and it'll kind of dilute those, you know. Like I know when he kind of got fixated on Superman, man, he was giving you all these different kind of versions of him, and not the best looking ones either. So you got to pick and choose which one's some of the best. I actually recently just picked up that freaking Walmart exclusive. It's just a reissue of that Superman 1000. I don't know why I had the Superman 1000 already, but smaller emblem, soft goods cape. He got me. He fucking got me, that motherfucker. So yeah, like I said, it's just, I don't know. You got to pick and choose sometimes with McFarlane. But even today, like I said, when I was just trying to highlight some of the better stuff that I got this year, I was like, why the fuck did I buy so many goddamn McFarlanes? It's like, holy fuck. It's like, man, I got a problem. I got a fucking problem. But jumping back to this little live stream he had, next up he has Power Girl. And I gotta say, man, scope-wise, I mean, could the chesties be a little bit bigger? Yeah. She was a little bit caked up. Looks like it's gonna be reused from that Wonder Woman. But man, I gotta say, I wish that head sculpt was a little bit better, bro. She kind of looks like Super Karen a little bit, man. I don't know if I'm feeling that. Especially on the card, on the little card art that they have, and on the artwork on the box, they had the David Nakayama fucking cover art. And man, I gotta say, it's like, bro, can you get the head sculpt to look a little bit closer to that? Like, you know, I know they got great sculptors at McFarlane, but man, you can't skimp out on that, man. Like, man, so I don't know. I gotta wait to see this in hand, but just kind of giving the early look at it, doesn't look terrible. But I don't know. I just, something about the hair. I just wish it was a little bit better. It just kind of looks a little bit Karen-ish, but I gotta wait to see that one, man. Yeah, we'll see. Man, Will Flows in the house. He says, what up, peeps? Gotta catch the replay. Have a great show. Yo, Will, man, thank you for stopping by, bro. Really appreciate it, man. Sneakerhead, he says, anyone peep that 112 Masked Sorcerer Infamous Iron Man on Toys Metaverse? Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that one right now. Kind of towards the end. Peeped it out. Fighting code names is Will. Shout out Will. Super Karen called Ice on Me. Yeah, this definitely got those Karen vibes, man. He gave the booby window. That's a win for me. The booby window, definitely a win. This will sell out fast. Yeah, man. When they were showing this off in the live stream, a lot of people, that chat was kind of blowing up, man. So yeah, this is definitely going to be pre-order pretty heavy. And if it's anything like that Wonder Woman, I think is going to go out fast. Like my man Codename just pointed out. So be on the lookout for this one. Like I said, I can only kind of point out the head sculpt that was a little bit lacking to me, but you know, it's not the worst. It's not the worst stuff. And like the body wise looks cool. And like I said, soft goods cape, bro. You got the soft goods cape, the little cat accessory streaks. So not bad. We got to check this one out. And then next up, he moved into some of his like movie reveals. And of course, guys, you know, it's fucking Batman. Next off, he showed us 89 Batman. So yeah, this one looks pretty cool too, man. It's like, how many times do I gonna need to buy this figure, dude? I think I got it twice. I got that 6-pack that he put out, and then I got the 89 Batman Batmobile 2-pack. And am I gonna buy this? Maybe. I'm not gonna lie to you, maybe, dude. If it's relatively easy to get, it's like, man, to pose them out like this on the shelf somewhere, like, man, just kind of flying down. That's gonna look hella clean. So I don't know, man. You might get me for this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucking weak. Todd knows the weakness, man. And like I said, you know, it's like Thor was pointing out, enough with the Batman. That's what he says. He's like, Yeah, people say that, but then look at the sales. He's like, I sell a shit ton of Batman. Why would I stop? Man, this guy showed this off in the stream, or they were showing this off in the stream. What does the chat do? Fire emoji, fire emoji. They're in for it. They want it. Next up, we got the Batman Begins, fucking Nolan versus Batman, and again, more Batman. But guess what? Fire emojis, fire emojis. People were in for it. And I don't know, kind of looked a little bit kind of weird. It's not, like I said, it's not the best image quality, so we do gotta wait to see these things go for pre-order. But I don't know, man. Not a terrible looking Batman. Gotta be honest, you know. So yeah, like Thor's pointing out, Batman, come on. But like I said, like he says, man, the shit fucking sells, guys. You know, it's just, man, the fucking lore to the character, the design to the character. It's one of the fucking highest. It's got to be one of the highest selling action figures of all time. Just any version of Batman. Even like I said, I've said it on this live stream before, man. Even like my grandparents, man, God bless them. Anytime they would come visit us, dude, they would come visit. Tell my dad, what are your kids like? What are they like? What are my grandchildren like? Dad would always say, don't buy them anything. They don't need shit. Oh, they want to buy something. They want to stop by the toy store, buy something. They like Batman. Dude, my grandpa, and shout out to Bobby Vella. He actually just had a fucking awesome video on his channel. They're talking about that old Kenner line, that Batman anime series. Fucking goated line back in the day. Always get a new Batman, dude. And yeah, I remember thinking that, like, this didn't come out of the show. What the fuck? And it was a great video. They had like one of the designers from that team back in the day kind of explaining why they were kind of forced to make a lot of this stuff. And just like classic Batman wasn't something that fucking Kenner was allowing and stuff a lot of the time. So great breakdown of that shit. And I always remember that when I was a kid, it was just another Batman figure. I wasn't mad. I loved it, you know. So man, like fucking hell, you know, it's just it's definitely an action figure that's been sold over and over and over, and it's gonna continue to sell over and over and over, man. We know this. We fucking know this. Batman, the king of action figures. Yeah, I gotta say, right? It's gotta be between Batman. I know Spider-Man like puts out like sells out all the time too, but man, how many fucking Batman over the years? You're looking at the Kenner stuff, the vintage stuff. Looking at the stuff now in modern day, import companies, like, man, it sells constantly, bro. And he's not feeling the Batman. Not feeling the Batman. Next up, we got the Max Fleischer Soups. So this was also shown off at New York Comic Con. And yeah, they kind of got a little prototype out today on the live stream. And man, like everybody's pointing out, it looks very awesome. Soft goods cape looks cool, but fuck those goddamn pins, man. It's like I said, I was just giving them props for the soft goods capes. It's like, man, can we get past these damn pins? It's just, they don't look good. They don't look good, man, because it's like your eyes just automatically get drawn to that, you know, like rightfully so. It's just, it's just such an eyesore, you know. So I don't know. I'm in for this. I like the way this soups looks. It's definitely got a lot of history to them. I'm probably gonna get it, man. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna just keep fucking you know, buying this shit the Todd's putting out. I just, one day I hope he does kind of lose the pins. And you know, a lot of talk going on right now about Toy Fair coming up in March. The licenses getting reshuffled around. If he does get the Marvel license, man, I would hate to see pins on those figures, man, because it's like, man, I feel like Marvel Legends is slowly moving out of that. Finally, also, it would suck to go back to that, an eternal downfall, you know, and I would hate to see that, you know. So I don't know. Hopefully one day, maybe Ty gets the memo and shit. Got to move on. So that was kind of going on at his live stream and stuff. So pretty cool stuff, you know, going on at McFarlane Toys. It's been a little bit slow for them. But like I said, kind of attribute that to the holidays and stuff going on right now. It is kind of slowing down for a lot of companies, and I'm actually kind of thankful for that, man, because this has been relentless toy news. But like I said, it is kind of fun to kind of come on here and chop it up with everybody about new stuff. So that was pretty much it for the DC stuff when it comes to Todd. But like I said, nostalgia is always gonna fucking be one of the reasons people buy stuff, man. And Spin Master actually coming out with a Batman Forever line for themselves, putting out 3 sets of figures, or no, 3 figures initially, and a Batmobile. So we got Batman and Batmobile, little 2-pack. And I gotta say, man, for being 1/18 scale, this Batmobile looks pretty fucking cool. It doesn't have a light up feature, but man, I have been seeing videos of people buying this shit like overseas, like in Singapore and all these like places, already hitting like Toys R Us's out there. And it's like, man, you see this shit on the shelf, this fucking box art. I don't think I would take this shit out of the box, man, to be quite honest. Like, this shit just looks fucking cool, super retro, giving those retro vibes. But man, like I said, the Batmobile does look pretty cool. Man, fucking dumb, dude. Like, is 118th the proper line to buy stuff? Because man, like I said, I've been buying these damn Batmobiles. I can't find a fucking place for this one right here, man. It's just still on my desk. And like, why the hell did I buy this huge ass fucking thing? Why? Why? It's like, fuck. I wanted like the nostalgia. I remember being a kid having this shit. I think this would have scratched that itch. This shit on the screen right here would have scratched that itch, you know? And being at $20 too, it's kind of crazy. So you get a whole ass vehicle, a little figure for $20. Like, this is awesome. And I do like that the fucking the fins and shit, like the cage on the side is like blue translucent. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking at McFarlane when they did that Batmobile. It's like, did they not go watch it? Did they not look at some of the older toys? Did they not look at the older movie? It's like, nowhere can you find like green light. I've been looking at like all these images, like, man, what the fuck were they thinking, man? Did they get thrown off by like the box art? Because obviously, like the whole, graphic to the whole movie and stuff, like it had like that green for the Riddler and stuff with the Batman kind of mixed in. So did they get confused by it? Did they think there was green in that shit? Like, I honestly think that, like, and if it was that was the case, that's just super fucking lazy. Because to see Spin Master executing, to me, it looks like a better Batmobile, honestly. Like, just kind of the shape of it. Something about the tires, not so much, especially kind of like the stuff around the tires and stuff. But I do like the shape of it, man. It just looks super clean. I was kind of like comparing the one that I have on my desk, and I was like, man, I don't know why. I felt like this one looked a little bit better, but might be just that translucent. And if it would have had a lighter feature, that would have been fucking awesome. So yeah, be on the lookout for this. This is hitting Target stores. It's gonna be exclusive to Target. And then, like I said, people overseas are already kind of picking this thing up. Like, man, it's gonna be hard to pass this up for if it's $20. I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but that's what I saw online. But like I said, just looking at the fucking box art, like, man, holy fuck, it'd be fucking hard to pull this out of the box. This is just like a little time capsule almost, so it's very cool. And then obviously the figures, it's like fucking retro. It's like their DC retro collection line. Obviously, we got way better shit coming out now. I'm not gonna jump on buying these or anything like that. I don't think I need the nostalgia that bad. And they are slightly different from the stuff we got back in the day. So I don't know. I did see this go up exclusively as like a story on Screen Rant. I kind of read through the article. Apparently, Spin Master, this is something that the Target buyer was really into, man, when he was a kid. So like we brought up with the McFarlane stuff, I'm sure when he saw the McFarlane wave hitting, he was like, yo, we need more of this stuff. And, Spin Master kind of talking to him, they kind of started jumping on a new line to design stuff specifically for the Target buyer. So that's why you see stuff like this. It's not just like, why are they making this old stuff? Man, sometimes there's kind of business deals going on behind the scenes we don't know about. So it is kind of cool to get those types of articles and stuff, get a little bit of insight to why people are making certain stuff. And then, yeah, in that article, they kind of broke it down saying that this isn't going to be the end of it. They're going to do not only Batman and Robin stuff, you're going to see Batman 89 stuff getting like re-retroed out. So that's going to be fucking cool. You're going to see like that old school Kenner style Batmobiles, maybe. Like, man, that's going to be awesome, man. Like I said, I've been buying these McFarlane Batmobiles for nostalgia. I think this would have scratched the itch, honestly, man, So I don't know. Got to wait to see the rest of them kind of come out. But like I said, that article was pretty interesting to kind of read up on that. Like, why are they making this shit, because this shit just kind of came out of nowhere. But hey, man, the Target buyer, they need slots to fill in their, shelf breakdown whenever they do these resets. And yeah, this is just going to look fucking awesome just on that shelf space that they're giving. Like, it just, even for a fucking little kid nowadays that didn't grow up with this movie, you see this and you're into like DC Batman kind of slowly as a little kid, you're intrigued by this. This looks cool. It's just the Toyota factor, like I said, to this movie, to this Batmobile, to this Batman, it's fucking through the roof, man. Like, seriously, you show this to any kid, they gonna want to play with this shit. My man Future Rick is in the house. He says, yo, what's up? What up, Rick? What's good with you, man? James Gunn new logo is original Superman breaking chains. Kudos for the timing. Yeah. Gotta watch that trailer tomorrow, man. I'm excited for that. Fire emoji followed by a need squirt emoji. My man Obi-Wan Chingones. What up, Obi-Wan? He says big need on his Batmobile need. Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. If Joy Toy gets the Marvel license, 118th X-Men and Sentinels, it's over. Damn, that would be fucking awesome, bro. That would be fucking awesome. Shit, man. Like I said, yeah, 118th, man. It might, when it's all said and done, that shit might be the smarter line to collect. Because look at all the stuff that kind of comes out all the time, man. It's not just this retro stuff. Sometimes it is kind of cool stuff. And like I said, if you are buying like 118 stuff, highly articulated ones, now you get like a little Batmobile to kind of just throw into that like shelf space or whatever world you got building. That's cool and that's fun, you know. And man, like I said, I only dreamed of having some of this stuff as a kid. Not this Hot Toys. I could dream about having this stuff as an adult, man. Because next up we move into the Batman and Robin. And yeah, this line right here is actually celebrating 30 years. So this came out in 1995, and then this movie right here came out in 97. So kind of around the same time. Looks like companies are really leaning into making like figures from this particular era, mid 90s and stuff. So I'm not mad at it. I think when we first saw the McFarlane stuff, it was like some of the more exciting stuff because it was just a while since we had seen anything from like these two like Schumacher movies and stuff. But man, did these movies age well? Not really, but man, for the time, they were the most exciting things for me, at least as a kid. I remember just like people wanting t-shirts. I remember I had like a backpack going to elementary school, thought it was hot shit. Yeah, this is definitely nostalgia, but going to these Hot Toys, for some reason I thought these had released already, man. We had seen these at like multiple events that Hot Toys was out throughout the year, but like, man, I don't know, this is a little bit too much. I do gotta love the accuracy though, man. The fucking nipples on the bat suit, on the Robin suit, you gotta love that, bro. Like that's just that goodness. You got the Clooney head sculpt, the O'Donnell head sculpt. The O'Donnell looks, man, I don't know, something about it. I feel like Todd's was better, man. I don't know if it's the sculpted hair is just kind of throwing me off, but I don't know, something about it. It looked a little bit off on the head sculpt, but maybe I got to go back and watch the movie, because it is not bad. But right here, this shot right here, I was like, is that Slim Shady right there? What the fuck? Is that Eminem? I was like, oh shit, is the fucking homie Marshall Mathers. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, it's nostalgia, but definitely not some Hot Toys I'm going in for, man. Even if I had the money for them, which I don't. But man, great execution on the suits, man. And like I said, man, this just seeing this just takes me back, bro. Like, goddamn, like, man, those movies are fucking terrible, bro. But man, at the time, they were just so cool. I remember just thinking, like, man, this is the coolest shit, bro. Like, after like growing up on Batman the animated series, it's like, man, to see this shit in live action, like, this was obviously the second movie, but just so fucking badass, man. I love them shits, man. And then obviously the fucking star-studded cast. What's not to love, bro? You know, what's not to love, man? The nipples on the suit. Come on. Come on, guys. He was into his flexibility. Yeah, man. You gotta have the nips, bro. Nips gotta be out and about. Everyone complaining about the color grading of the movie looking like Twilight. Yeah, fucking you got seizures and shit. Don't watch that shit. Retro card art. Yeah, my man Rojo, he knows that retro card art, man. That's enough to fucking warrant a purchase. I forgot how gay Joel Schumacher, those nipples are pointy. Fucking hell. Yeah, it was something about that suit. It's always fucking iconic as fuck. It's like, yeah, this is the one with the nipples. All right, I got it. But you gotta have them, man. If they're making action figures of this shit and they're taking away the nipples, then don't buy that shit. That shit's trash. You need the nipples, bro. The Kilmer suit's still my favorite suit. Yeah, Kilmer had a cool one, but man, I don't know. I feel like this Clooney one was like super sleek. And then I remember what's the one? Is that this one right here where they have like the silver? That shit looks so ugly, bro. I remember seeing that though, but like I said at the time, that was awesome. Fucking awesome, man. You wanted the toys, you wanted the merch, everything, bro. It was just fucking what a time to be alive, man. I was a DC fan. Is that not even knowing these were like some of the worst movies ever? The Batman head sculpt is off. George Clooney head is supposed to be used wobble head mechanics. Yeah, fuck George Clooney, man. So is no one looking at the nipples, bro? Come on, man. If you like I said, if the nipples are missing, this is a non-pre-order. Don't even buy it. Don't even think about getting this shit. You need the nipples, bro. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it'd be real awesome. Like when I was looking at this, I was like, man, who the fuck would just buy the Robin? You know, I was like, you're getting this. You need both. But honestly, you could just get away with just buying the Batman, especially if you bought like all the other movie Batmans. Like, how cool would that look, bro? Like, damn. Like that's why I got that. Those McFarlanes, I've been buying them. Just like, man, the movie joints. It's like, yeah, it looks cool, bro. It's like all the Batman. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. So yeah, if I was into Hot Toys, I would definitely look into maybe buying this nipples free Batman. But if you even just think about getting the Robin, you're a fucking idiot. Like it would just look stupid as fuck. So yeah, if you get the Robin, I'm pretty sure you're locked in for the Batman. If anyone told you they weren't a Batman fan as a kid, they'd be lying, bro. Yeah, exactly. It's like, man, even like the video games to like the movies, they were so bad, but they were fucking fun as fuck. Like, man, I just, dude, seriously, I just remember like having like different t-shirts of this stuff. And now that I think about it, it's like, man, how gay of a kid was I? Little fucking piece of shit kid. Best Clooney line in that movie. Hello, Freeze. I'm Batman. Yeah. Everyone, chill. Fucking crazy. But same with Hot Toys, a little bit of an early reveal from this Arcane figure. We got Vi. So it looks like Vi's coming out next. And man, I already went on my rant about this, man. Very disappointing. Don't watch this show. Man, I tried almost giving it a second chance, like a rewatch of season 2. I was like, maybe I'm a fucking idiot. Maybe I just really didn't really gather everything that was happening. No, it's bad, dude. It's really bad. It's epically bad how up of a series that could have been to just like the fucking epic crash. And it was just crazy, man. Like I've been like looking at like interviews with the writers and stuff, like even like reviews, and it's like what happened? What the fuck did they do, man? So man, I don't even want like 112 action figures of this line anymore, which I couldn't wait for after season 1. I was like, man, I can't wait for like figures of this. Not anymore. No fucking way. No fucking how. As good as this Hot Toys might look, even this look for her in that season 2, it was just so shit. Like season 1, it was awesome. She was badass, but yeah, I don't know. Rick says, did they change writers? No, apparently not, dude. Apparently it was the same team. At least the showrunner was the same guy, but man, I felt, and that's what it felt like. But and that's kind of what they came out saying. They were trying to like pack too much into it. Like I think Ghost Tab had made that comment, and yeah, that's what it felt like when I watched it. Try to pack too much story into one season. It felt like 3 seasons being jammed into like 9 episodes, which is just outrageous. Dog shit. Terrible, terrible, terrible. There was certain scenes in certain episodes, like half of an episode was like, okay, this is cool. No, so bad, so bad. I didn't see it coming. I was very disappointed. So fuck all that shit, man. But moving on, another dead franchise. Nah, man, not this at least, man. This is still near and dear to my heart. Keeping it with Hot Toys, moving to the Plo Koon pre-order that went up this week. And man, I gotta say, dude, as cool as I said, you know, getting every version of Batman, I think it would be even cooler to get every version of these Jedi Masters in Hot Toys form. Because man, this is long gone. We're not gonna get cool shit like this anymore, man. Plo Koon was just so fucking badass. And these bonus gauntlets from the Star Wars Clone Wars animated series, just man, they set it off a little bit differently. Like I said recently, Hasbro is kind of putting out these like Jedi Knights, like 2-packs and stuff with like a clone trooper. Some of them are coming with like these gauntlets. I think the Mace Windu came with this gauntlet. I had mentioned last week when they do the reissue the Kit Fisto in that 2-pack, which I think they would, and also Plo Koon. I think I might go in for him, man. I didn't need them, but man, it's just this fucking gauntlets, bro. Malibu Stacy effect completely, man. It's like, oh shit, got new gauntlets and I want them, man. It just sets it off completely different. 2 different kind of cloaks on them, so you get different kind of looks. And just like looking at the design of it, it's like, man, this is Star Wars. This is what I want to see. I don't want to see some lesbian haircut, fucking little girl Jedi, you know, girl boss, you know, bossing up on a fucking Sith Lord. It's like, I don't want to see that. That's not real. That's so fake. This is more real to me. As crazy of a fucking alien this looks, it sells it better, you know? And then yeah, even in like the Clone Wars animated series, this dude was fucking badass. Like in the movies, they don't really get their dues and stuff. Because it's kind of focused more obviously on Anakin, Obi-Wan and stuff. But man, these Jedi Knights, they were fucking so badass. So to get a whole 1/6 run of them, then obviously some of them come with like their fucking clone troopers. Like even that would be a fucking awesome display if you had all of them plus 2 of their clone troopers next to them. That would be sick as fuck. Or at least one. That'd be awesome. So I do kind of gotta backtrack on those Hasbro ones because now that I think of it, it's like, man, that is a cool 2-pack that they're putting out. With all of them, coming out with their own clone troopers and stuff. Like I said, the Mace Windu came out. I think the only one I bought so far is just the Yoda, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna do the Plo Koon and the Kid Fisto. And yeah, like I said, it's just the design of the characters. It looks so awesome to think that we could get this, but we're not. This type of stuff in a story, I don't know. I haven't checked out Skeleton Crew myself. I've been hearing like it's not bad, but I just heard it's like really boring and nobody's watching it. But man, if they would have just made a fucking Jedi Knights story, or maybe like Vader hunting Jedi Knights that are like escaped Order 66. Come on, know your audience. People want to watch this stuff. They don't want to watch the little kids, escape from the burbs and shit on some scary planet. I'm good. I'd rather watch something like this, but not coming out. So I guess I'm messed out. But yeah, this is a hot one if you're into the hot toys and if you've already bought other the Jedi Knights. Because like I said, look at this cool ass display. You got the Mace Windu. I think that one came out last year and it's already kind of sold out in a lot of places. I think it's already sold out, honestly. And I remember seeing that when that one got like a re-release or a 2.0 version. I was like, man, that shit looks cool. The Kit Fisto, that one went up for pre-order not too long ago, and he looked badass too. So yeah, this one would round out the team pretty nice. But man, it is a pretty expensive collection. Do Plo Koon plow poon. Yeah, when he gets taken out, it's pretty fucked up, man. Well, when they all get taken out, it is pretty fucked up. But yeah, this dude got shot down and shit. The fuck is Plo Koon? Plo Koon. I was dope, bro. Like I said, they don't get their just dues in the movies, man. But in the animated series, there is a couple of like episodes with them, highlighting like their little story arcs a little bit more. So you get to kind of know a little bit about them. But like I said, if they would just focus on this stuff, like in like live action series, man, they would attract way more viewers or just some of your older fans. He looks dope, bro. I can't cap. Yeah, he looks dope as fuck. Like just the design wise, like man, like this is cool. This is what I think of like when I want to see like a Jedi Knight. Not like I said, not some little lesbian haircut, fucking little fucking 22-year-old Starbucks barista and shit. Using a lightsaber. It's ridiculous, dude. It's like fuck. I get it. We did have Lady Jedi. They were fucking awesome. But man, when it's a whole fucking cast of them, get the fuck out of here. I don't watch that crap. Even the little boy barista. Come on, dude. Or that fucking what was that little Jediabetes kid? Order 66 McNuggets Jedi. Like, come on, bro. That's so stupid. That's not good shit, man. That's a way to kill an IP, and it's dead. It's long dead. It's literally Goonies in space. If you are into watching that, you will enjoy. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Skeleton Crew is mid. Yeah, it's like I heard it's good, and I think, like I said, man, it's just putting the skin of a beloved franchise, and then just simple story. Okay, I guess that's enough to sell people, but I'm good. I'd rather watch like cool stories and stuff, and if they're not gonna put it out, then I'm just gonna watch. Ghost, you're a fucking dumbass, man. I see a lot of familiar names here. Glad I found the channel. Scott Hughes in the house. Yo, Scott, man, thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Shout out to the 3 POAers, bro. Shout out to Laser Pants. He's always sharing, putting my stream out there, man. So if you came there from his channel, appreciate it, man. Order 66 Nuggets was the best part of the Acolyte after the power of many. Yeah, bro. Order 66 McNuggets. Black Series, where you at? Where you at with that figure, man? Is that Ollie's exclusive, Rosscom exclusive? Probably. It's terrible, dude, to think that it's not needed. The Grandeur story, to be honest. Obviously, I didn't have to watch one episode to know that fucking shit. That's hella obvious, Rick. Like, what? No fucking way. So you mean I'm not gonna know the entirety of Star Wars if I don't watch Skeleton Crew? fuck, I don't give a fuck. Like, how about that? How about them apples, man? Like, that's when you know something is dead to you, when you just don't give a fuck about the story anymore. Like, that's it, you know. The story's done deal. But moving into some of the Black Series reveals. Next up, we got this 2-pack. We got this clone and super battle android 2-pack. And I gotta say, man, they've repacked this goddamn super battle droid and clone trooper up and fucking down. But finally, I feel like it's a just 2-pack. Is it enough to kind of justify a purchase? I don't know. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about Star Wars anymore that much. But man, some of this older stuff, especially from the Clone Wars era, the prequels era, I love. And I still haven't got this battle droid, man. This shit looks fucking awesome. Like, I remember when they first put this out, they put it out in such a scummy 2-pack. It just was like complete dog crap. And it's just like, man, that's when you look at Black Series, like, are they fucking going full retard? I think they've already gone, because when they do stuff, it's like you do cool shit and then you do it in such a scummy way that it just bashes all the goodwill that you just garnered. It just beats it to death, you know. Because yeah, I feel like this is a good 2-pack to go in for to army build, man. You buy 3 or 4 of these, you already got a pretty good scene going on, pretty good shelf display going on. Like, this is awesome, you know. And I feel like this is what should have been the first way that they packed this fucking super battle droid in, because that first release was this one right here, packed in with this fucking C3PO head on a battle droid. So it's like everybody wanted the super battle droid. You know this. You can't army build that fucking C3PO, man. That's just like dog crap, you know, and it's just such a Black Series thing to do. It's just scummiest probably thing you could have done is like put in a new character, new figure in with something that's an army builder with something you can't army build, man. Because even looking at the deco, this has like fucking, like, I don't know if it's like battle damage, but it's got like dirt and grime on it, whereas this new 2-pack is super clean. And then I guess this one comes with a fucking laser, and then this one doesn't, you know. So it's fucking, it's hard to say anything good about these guys when they do this stuff, man. I think the only thing good you could say about this is you could do this with C3PO. Oh my god, man. But seriously, like I said, man, when they put this shit out, it's just the scummiest thing you can do. This thing, man, I looked this thing up. It's still fully stocked on BBTS, $50, man. And it's like, that's what pisses me off, man. Because it's like, dude, I don't like to see BBS take a loss, man, when it comes to shit like this, you know? Maybe it's their fault. They overorder on stuff, but you know that 2-pack is never going to sell out. You know that 2-pack is never going to sell out. And I would hate to think that one day BBTS goes bankrupt because of stupid shit like this. But, you know, obviously it would be their fault. They're the business. They're the ones ordering product. But, man, Hasbro needs to cut the crap with this stuff, man. It's like, enough of this scummy behavior, dude. Because like I said, it's bad for business, bad all around, bad for collectors, bad for retailers, and bad for the brand. You know, like, that's the way I see it. But had they put it out in this version, this 2-pack, man, I think that 2-pack would have been long sold out on BBTS. You know, I don't think they would have been sitting on so much product, because look how cool this looks. You know, you show this off for the first time, this super battle droid. All right, yeah, people may have these clone troopers. That's still, who cares? You get more. It doesn't matter. They're army builders. Put it on that C3PO 2-pack. What the fuck did you expect people to do? Army build that? Or just buy one when it's useless to just buy one? And now you can, even if you did army build that one, or you just bought one, you're gonna only have one with like dirt and grime. That's makes no fucking sense, dude. And it's just like, they're senseless over there, you know? So I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts, man? Are you guys buying this to do this with your C3PO or what? um Said Plo Koon and Wolfpack display will be fire. Let me get let me get rich real quick. Fucking bro. I still need to lock in the battle droid. Is he single packed already? Yeah, he is single packed. That's what I'm saying. This is the third time they packed it out. This was the first version they did. A little extra deco on him. Then they single packed them. I don't know if he has a laser though in the single pack. And now they're 2-packing them, which, like I said, you could buy this 2-pack or you could just buy the single one. You know, makes sense, you know. So, but like I said, this should have been the first 2-pack that they put out. Make people buy this shit and then single out that battle droid. Then you get your money if you just want, you know, people buying more of those. But the way they do it is like fucking backwards. It's like, you pieces of crap. Because people are gonna probably buy 2 of these, with some shit that they don't want. Like you can't do shit with that C3PO outside of this. That's pretty much it. That's how you feel if you bought that 2-pack. This is how you feel. You're sitting in the corner trying to suck your own thing off. Is that a Star Wars Black Series Xmas Ollie Wave? Yeah, this is a fucking Roscon exclusive. I think this is a good 2-pack. I'm in on this one. Yeah, like I said, this is great. This is awesome. When I saw this, I was like, yeah, finally you do something right, you dumb fucks, you dumb idiots. Not even the head swap was full retard. Yeah, exactly, man. Like not even the head swap, right? Like where you could potentially army build it. Like not even that, dude. Like complete scummy shit. Yeah, I need more variety of droids and troopers. Yeah, exactly. More variety or just quick army builders that are like justifiably army builders. This isn't a justifiable army builder. This is stupidity. This is just sticking it to the collectors as always. Oh, he has the self troop on my fucking goddamn it. I can't even read that shit, Rick. Yep. It was scummy as fuck. Yeah, like I said, the signature Black Series move. Stick it to the collector. Let them worry about it. At minimum, the 3PO head should be an alternate head. Yeah, exactly. Like my man Rick was pointing out, like not even sticking an extra head swap for this. Like would have costed them nothing. Like 10 cents probably. Would have costed them nothing, dude. But it's like, nope. You're the customer, and we gotta stick it in you. That's just the rules, guys. We're Black Series. We're Star Wars Black Series, Hasbro. We gotta stick it in you. 100% or more. Yep, they're gonna stick it in you, man. BBT should know better and follow what all major wholesalers do. Have a direct line to Ollie's for all Star Wars merch. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they get them at a certain price. I can understand that, but man, go on their site. You can find this shit. I'm sure they have pallets of this crap that it's like fuck. And like I said, that's their fault. The buyer for them has to be aware of scummy shit like this potentially, because it's like, man, they can all day they can sell this as, oh, this is the only time you're gonna get the Super Battle Android. Okay, then I guess I'm not getting it. You guys can go fuck yourself. You play chicken with the company. This is not the last time you're gonna get this figure. Knowing them, it's the 3rd time now. What the fuck was this then? You're like, who was this for? Other than to stick it in you. Come on, bend over. Bend over, guys. Bend over like this fucking 3PO. Oh, man. It says, you know what's even crazier? The first release of the new clones, they're super glued the head sculpts to the helmet. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Now you can kind of remove the helmet, which is good. Like I said, this is dope. I wouldn't be mad. But yeah, just the way they kind of roll the stuff out. BB Test and Sideshow can't wait to get rid of all their Ahsoka figures. Fuck, if they ever. Scott Hughes, in case anyone does not know, now through Christmas Eve, all toys, not just figures on Ollie's, are 25% off. Holy shit. Damn, those Eternal figures are finally going to sell too. 2 of them. 2 are finally going to sell. Oh, man. Dude, I wish I had Ollie's where I live, man. I'd be going there just to check it out and stuff. It's like, man, who doesn't like cheap shit, man? I have Ross and stuff, but I've been looking at those videos and stuff of like stuff going over there. I'm not going over there. Fuck that shit, man. It's like I never find stuff around where I live, but there's some kind of cool deals to be had out there. Man, BTS gets these for $175 and a case of chips. Fair trade. Fair fucking trade. You get this shitty 2-pack for a bag of chips and $1.75. The Super Battle Droid has been released 4 times already. 3 different multi-packs and single release. Oh, shit. Well, fuck. I'm out the loop. Ollie should have an online store. Fuck. Hell no. The shipping would outcost the figures. 25% off from all Star Wars figures. I didn't know they sold stuff for less than $1 for reals, dude. There's like fucking Boba Fett selling for like $2, man. But more Black Series after you just shit talk this first release. Next up, we got Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. Luke Skywalker and his Imperial Guard little fucking costume and shit. And then Princess Leia as Boosh. Is it Boosh or Bosh, man? I've always said Boosh, and somebody once told me, "So you pronounce it." Actually, it's like, actually, go fuck yourself, you fucking nerd. But man, like I said, what are they gonna do? They're gonna stick it in you. You bend your ass over. here comes a knock in Hasbro. And right away, out the gates, people see something cool. They saw this fucking Luke Skywalker. They want this shit. Okay, you didn't need the Luke head sculpt. You could have just army built this guy. But what do? Stick it in with another unnecessary figure. This Princess Leia updated head sculpt. Nobody cares. Nobody wants it. Everybody just wants that Luke. Everybody just wants that Imperial Guard. What are they probably going to do? They're probably going to single pack it a year from now. What are people going to do now? They're going to get it stuck in them. Because, and I don't know, for some odd reason, everybody's really, really fucking into the Shadows of the Empire again. I remember playing the game. I don't really remember too much of it. I think I was just too little, too stupid. I wasn't paying attention, but I do remember my brother kind of going through the story of it. I don't know. I don't need figures of this shit, man. This would be like my fucking 4th or 5th Luke, 3rd or 4th Leia. It's like I don't need them in these specific looks. As cool as that Imperial Guard looks, though, like that would be cool, like a cool army builder. Just buy 2, but man, to stick it in a 2-pack, for them to stick it in you, it's just, I'm not gonna play that game. And a lot of people aren't either, so it's like it's almost unnecessary of them to do this because people aren't stupid. They're gonna wait for this shit to clearance out. So it's like you're just hurting yourself, by doing this stuff. I don't think the high dollar amounts for these 2-packs justify people waiting for clearance items. So it kind of balances out in a certain way where it's like you just put out limited amounts of cool stuff, let that shit sell out, let hype generate and bubble, then you can kind of trickle out, reissue some that were really hot sellers. This is not it. This is just wait for clearance, wait for ollies, wait for the Roscon. Like that's it, man. So I don't know what their strategy is on their marketing team, but like I said, this shit does not seem to be it. And like I was just saying, Shadows of the Empire, a lot of people are waiting for my man. What's this dude's name right here on the left side? Dash Rendar. There you go. Fucking Dash Rendar, man. What happened to that series that was supposed to come out from this guy? Wasn't there supposed to be like a TV series or something? Like, man, I think the most thing that I remember about this game was this fucking like box art and shit. I just remember seeing this all the time, like at Toys R Us and stuff. It was like even like at Blockbuster or like renting video games. Always see this shit on the shelf. Yeah, I remember like my brother had like rented it like a couple times and he was kind of just doing the story mode of it, but I can't remember it too much. But I do remember, like I said, the box card. And then the Dash Rendar character, he does look pretty cool, just as a cool action figure. Not too much of his lore or anything like that, but yeah, it would be a hot seller when they put that one out. But if they're doing scummy shit like this, they might do some scummy shit with him too, So gotta wait to see for that one. But yeah, people are gonna be hot for that shit because, like I said, when they started showing off these Shadows of the Empire, what was the name of the first guy? Zizor? Yeah. Caesar, what the fuck was his name? Yeah, they were fucking hot for that one. So I know, pretty sure when they show off Dash, that's gonna be one of the hotter Black Series in recent years. Hey, I just got McFarlane Warhammer 40k at Ross for $5. Hey, that's a win. That's a fucking dub in my book. He's my man B. $5. You can't buy shit for $5. That thing must have been chunky, bro. They must have looked at that price tag twice, like, yo, this shit weighs too much for $5, bro. Black Series, the king of repacks. Yeah. The kings are sticking it in you. Luke and Leia dating 2-pack. Right? It's just, man, like I said, it's okay. We get it. Brother and sister, different looks from them. Updated head sculpts. Fuck you. Go fuck off. Don't need this. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I don't need. Definitely not a big need. Avoid. That's what this is. Avoid. Save your bread for Hot Toys. My man code names. Yeah, I don't know. There's like I said, there's always cool stuff to go out there, but like I said, I feel like they try to like prey on like this nostalgia of people, and then there's people that actually think this is going to be the only time you're really going to get this look for Luke or this Imperial Guard look. There's actually people that do think that, and that's scummy for Hasbro to take advantage of that shit, man. The fucking Womps would piss me off. The Wampus, yeah, there you go. Don't give Disney ideas. If they make Shadow of the Empire TV show, they'll make all the dudes bitches and all girl bosses. I wouldn't give a fuck. Like I said, Star Wars is already dead to me, so they can do what the hell they want with it. It's theirs. It's theirs to continue to mutilate the dead corpse. And then yeah, I'm just gonna move on to other cool shit because next still we got Good Smile Figma, Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, Solid Snake, 1.5 version. So a little bit of an update on this long time release from them. I believe this shit came out. I don't even remember when it came out, man, but I never picked it up. So to see a 1.5 version, a little bit of an update on them, I'm pretty excited, man. This is like fucking video game goodness, bro. Still remember the day we bought this game. Like that shit was like fuck. I didn't think it was gonna be so much playability on like a fucking game like this, but it was just after you beat it, you wanted to play it again. The designs of the fucking characters and this shit was always so awesome, man. And going into this figure, this shit looks fucking cool as fuck, man. Good amount of accessories on my boy Snake. But fuck, I do love the price on this shit. I believe this shit was only like 60, 70 bucks, which was a trip to me. I thought it would get when it first got shown off, it was gonna be closer to that $100 price point, like that Guyver figure was for some reason. I was just not looking forward to that. So pleasantly surprised, like my boy right here about to get shot. That was me. Little surprise, little fucking exclamation mark on my head. So yeah, hopped on this pre-order this week. This is probably one of the cooler things that went up for pre-order. It is one of the higher selling pre-orders on HLJ right now, so I'm sure that's across the board on all online retailers. And like I said, man, for a good video game shelf, like man, who doesn't love fucking Metal Gear Solid? Even if it's like a Smash Brothers shelf, it looks good. I do like this shit right here. He's all cheeked up, and he's like, "You looking at my ass? You looking at my fucking ass, man?" I think you're looking at my ass, bro. Yeah, man, he's over here double cheeked up on a Wednesday afternoon, bro. Holy shit. But the figure itself looks good, man. You know, obviously he's got aesthetic points that aren't so pleasing to the eye as far as Figma goes. Like I think the joints on the back of the knees is usually one of the more unsightly looking articulation schemes that they got or joint setups that they got. It's just it look like these like huge like rolling fucking balls and shit. Yeah, I don't know, I've heard people call them like transformers and stuff, so I always make me laugh. And yeah, I can it's definitely a sight for sore eyes and shit when I see that. So I don't know, it is Figma, but I think this is a good looking fucking Snake figure, man. Like I'm definitely going in for this. Like I said, already locked it up. And yeah, probably just stick it up right there on like little Smash Brothers display that I'm kind of building out. Low-key, there's a lot of figures that are available to build out a good Smash Brothers display. I'm kind of missed out on some of the ones from the past. What's that name of that fucking game? Splatoon, I think it was. I think they've had put out Figmas also, man. Those things have gone up in price hell of a lot. And then yeah, some of the Nendoroid stuff, like the Kirby stuff. I know the Link is getting a reissue from Figma, so there are some like updates on these like older figures. I hope they redo the fucking Metroid Samus figure, that old school one. I know they had just put out that recent one from that more recent game. I'm not really my Samus, so I didn't go in for that one, even though I did hear great things. Snake. Oh man, Boncho. Yeah, I know you went for this. Snake. Yeah, this is sick right here, man. So like I said, one of the hotter pre-orders that went up this week. What are your guys' thoughts on it, man? Did you guys go for it? Do you guys have the old one? Because man, there's always, I don't know why there's like such, I don't know why, like there's just like hesitation from companies to go in on and making like Metal Gear Solid figures, man. I have like watched like 3POA podcasts and they like brought it up to Bobby all the time, like, man, get Metal Gear, get Metal Gear, get Metal Gear. He's kind of said that it's like, man, you know, it does sound like a cool idea, but he doesn't really think it'll sell as much. But I feel like since he's already kind of doing like military style figures, like I feel like he would be able to execute it fairly good, man, at a great price. But man, yeah, who knows? Who knows if another company ever does jump in on this? Because like I said, this does look good, but man, I can only imagine if like Bandai ever went in and made something like this. Man, how awesome would that be, you know? And I think they would kind of give you a more of the characters from that game, you know. So man, like I don't know, I'm kind of hesitant just thinking that, because like I said, recent months, especially this year, we've seen all the stuff Bandai puts out. It's like, man, you know, other companies can only put out a few figures, and then Bandai comes in and is like joining in on the fun too, and they kind of overlap them, you know. So I don't know, I'm kind of hesitant for that alone. But like I said, if it is a good holding spot, it's not a bad figure to hold that spot, you know, until somebody makes a better version. But like I said, it's good enough for now. Like I said, he's over here. You looking at my ass? You looking at my ass? AC aftermarket price for Metroid Prime Corruption version of Samus is crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I've looked that one up, but man, I have like looked up that Figma, that Samus one, that more classic. I want that shit. I'm like, man, I was tracking one on eBay. Stupid, I waited too long. That shit sold for a pretty good price, but I gotta actually track one down. But now that I'm seeing this snake go up, I'm like, you know what? There might be a chance that they kind of reissue some of these older ones. So I'm gonna hold out, man. But hopefully I can. Valorverse is scared of video games. Yeah, I think he just he says it's not really gonna sell as well as he thinks, you know, which is understandable. Like you know, it's his company to kind of decide, but I don't know. I think it would sell, but it might be like more for like inner circles and stuff, you know, like if you're trying to make like a broader line, but I don't know, the way stuff sells now, I don't know why. I don't know why people would think that it wouldn't sell, you know. It's like it's classic franchise. It's I would call it timeless. It's gone multiple years, you know, multiple fucking versions of the PlayStation already, you know. Like I think the recent one came out not too long ago, or they remastered it, I mean, on the PlayStation 5. So I don't know. I would hop on it, but honestly, if you kind of point out, I think if we just showed off like different character designs or different characters from all the games, I don't think maybe half of the people in this chat can name all the characters, myself included. I probably couldn't name them all. So it would be in that sense kind of something hard to kind of make a line of figures of, because it's like when you putting that out, it's even now, look at the Jada stuff. Everybody's like hot on that stuff, but there's some characters that people are like, I'm not really the biggest fan of this one. I like E Honda. I like Zenki. I like more of the more famous characters. So you can't always just say that everything would sell, you know. For sure, Solid Snake would sell. That's a given. But if you make all the other characters, it might not sell. It might not be as hot because it might not appeal to a more massive audience, I guess. That's my only thought process behind it. You know, like if you look at the illustrations of the characters, they look dope as fuck. But I don't think a lot of people would know to point them out and stuff like that. And if you're already making your own military line of figures, it's like, well, which one would you focus on? Would you put more love into, you know, another property or your own? So I don't know. I think that's kind of what's kind of holding them back from doing it. But Sniper Wolf with the tits, yeah, that would be one that I would want for sure. Fucking Revolver Ocelot would be so sick. Yeah, exactly. Like there is a good amount of characters. Like even Raiden, I would love a Raiden figure. That would be fucking awesome. Third party company called Limb Toys made a really good version of Mirror Gear Solid 5 Snake. Yeah, I've seen a couple of people picking that up from 5K and like other like, online sites and stuff. I didn't go in for it myself. Like I said, I mostly grew up with like these earlier video games. I'm not really video games too much in recent years, but and some of this other shit. I was just talking to my boy Cerebral Deep before the show, man. That was always picking up dope shit. I think he had picked that one up if I can remember correctly. I have the classic Samus, but I want the Metroid Prime Corruption one too. My man AC. Gotta look that one up, man. Now you got me intrigued by that one. The Corruption, huh? Sniper Wolf with the tits. Yeah, hopeful Limb Toys releases more Metal Gear figs. Yeah, hopefully, man. Exactly. Like, and that would be another thing too. It's like, okay, you're gonna make a line of figures that a third party company that doesn't have to pay licenses is also gonna make with soft goods. Man, then which one would you be competing with? Like, or which one would people be getting? You know, I don't know. Sometimes it is kind of like crazy to think of like what would sell as far as an action figure line goes. Like I was just went on my rant earlier about a fucking Animal Kingdom figure. That could be completely fucking lame to the majority of people. I don't fucking know. I'm just putting an idea out there what I would like. But man, if you're the one that's putting your money behind it, hard to make that decision, man. I like this one though. I like the Psycho Mantis. I'd like Psycho Mantis, yeah. Jada has sold so many Mega Man and Street Fighter figures. They are building a new factory. Yeah, you're right. Like I said, I don't know. That's true, you know. But are they really selling all the Mega Man figures? I think they're selling a lot. But even now, like I said, I just bought the Mega Man and I was out. I'm good. I don't need the rest of the fucking Robot Masters and shit. That was Big Boss, no? I think so. Yeah, that Limb Toys one, that was Big Boss, wasn't it? That Snake Eater? Was that Snake Eater or what? But next up, another one for the Smash Brothers shelf. We got Hyatt Toys making Persona 5 figures. So we got Joker from that video game. And man, even though I do know this dude came out of Smash Brothers, I don't know anything about no Persona 5, but it is kind of crazy to see, Hyatt Toys jumping in on the video game character, like my man Codename saying. Is this shit gonna sell? I think I would just be in for the Joker figure just for the Smash Brothers show, but outside of that, I don't I don't think I'll be in on this line. It's just kind of random though. It just kind of popped up out of nowhere. I think we saw prototypes of this going up at SDCC, but it just kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know why. I don't know why. I kind of looked it up a little bit when we saw that prototype, but it struck me as odd that they would make a figure of this. It just doesn't seem like something they were kind of cooking up, especially since they've been putting out like more movie type figures like Rambo, and they're putting out like a RoboCop figure that's yet to hit. Obviously, we're looking at their Godzilla figures all the time, G.I. Joe stuff. It just kind of came out of nowhere looking at this figure, but just looking through it, doesn't look terrible, I believe this thing is going to be a little bit on the shorter end, like true 6-inch, but overall, like I said, I don't know anything about Persona 5, so even for the Smash Brothers shelf, I don't know. It'd be kind of stupid to just kind of pre-order this shit just for that alone, But does anybody in the chat know anything about Persona 5? And what's up with this little cat too? What the fuck is this little cat? Is it a necessary accessory? Because that should look kind of tripped out. It didn't really look like it matches this character. But yeah, I don't really, like I said, I don't really know too much about this, man. But just kind of looking at the design of the character, it looks interesting. Like he's gatted up and shit, so he's got the gat with him. But yeah, I don't know. If this thing is like anywhere near that fucking $50 price point that High is pricing this stuff at, I might go in for the pre-order because at that price it's not crazy to pre-order that shit because paying $100 for something you're not really into, that's stupid. I think I'm gonna start avoiding that more often now. Gotta connect the player 2 controller port. Fucking Bancho. Figma already did Persona 5 Joker and $10 more. Oh, did they? Okay, I gotta look that one up. Because I didn't exactly know that one. Persona is a huge selling series. Is it? It's a fucking video game? Is it for the PlayStation or is it a computer game? Because like I said, I've heard of it, but I never knew what it was about. For some reason, I thought it was a fucking anime, until I saw this dude come on to Smash Brothers, and I was like, oh shit, this is a video game. Cat is an avatar for their persona. It's like a comedic character. Okay, yeah, it definitely has that look to him. Little comedic factor going on. High is all over the place with the scale and price point. Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of getting tired of seeing their pre-orders all the fucking time. It's like, they had that thing going on with the G.I. Joe 118 stuff. They've actually pumped those figures out shortly after I went on my rant. I saw like, figure after figure like hitting. I've been watching B's Battlegrounds, like a lot of his reviews. He does like a lot of reviews on military style figures, and yeah, he was kind of reviewing like figure after figure. I was like, oh shit, okay, they're finally hitting, But I think I counted 23 pre-orders, stuff that just didn't come in stock. So it's like, why show off that much stuff, Right here, like I said, this is just kind of odd to me because it's like, are the rest of like the characters in this series like gonna be popular? Because if this is the main guy, I didn't hear a lot of buzz on this shit. This is the main character and you don't hear anybody talking about this shit, then like, yeah, this is kind of a tripped out line to make. I watched Persona 5 anime. Dudes summon spirits in Persona 5. They go phantom troop and steal shit. Fuck, I read that in English and I didn't understand shit. Ghost F. Persona 5 is a game, but they do a game. Man, fuck you, Ghost Tab. Are you typing shit retarded so I read it retarded? He says Persona 5 is a game, but they do a game. Oh, okay. Go fuck yourself, Omar. Read that out loud. Sound like a fucking idiot. Oh, man. So I'm guessing it's an anime, but they do a game. I think that's what he wanted to type out. But yeah, like I said, closer to 6-inch, truer 6-inch scale. If this thing is $50, nah, I'm still wouldn't get it. Like I said, I just would have no interest in it. Maybe I got to look at a couple videos on them. But even just as a character design, it looks kind of cool, but it kind of goofy. Nah, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna get this thing at all. I can't even front. But the cat, like I said, the cat's like the biggest accessory in this fucking thing. That's why I was thinking, tripping out. Like, is that necessary? I guess so. Guess it's a little avatar from that shit. Ghost Type says Persona 5 is a game, but they made an anime. There you go. That's proper English. Typing in phone is thought. Go fuck yourself, Ghost Tab. For reals. And next up, man, this fucking thing here. I didn't even bother to get the name of this fucking ugly thing. This is Dragon Ball Daima. What is this fucking god awful thing, man? Like, seriously, I went on my rant not too long ago about the Daima and just the fucking the unnecessary fucking anime that is Dragon Ball Z now. It's just so stupid. We got King Goma. So apparently this is the big bad from the newest season or series of Dragon Ball. And man, I gotta say, just bring GT back. I went on my rant already. Bring GT back. This is stupid. Like, man, we used to get cool shit, guys. This used to be a proper anime. This was a proper story. We used to get cool shit. We got Frieza, we got Majin Buu, Cell. Fuck, this is not it, man. This looks so dumb. Like, even figure wise, it just doesn't even look fun, dude. Like, like I was just talking about how I've been digging on the Bandai little minifigures, but man, this looks like a step backwards, you know. Like, obviously, they're gonna give you the fun little head sculpts, little expressions and stuff, but I don't know. And Daima Peak, Daima retarded. That's what that is. This shit is dumb, dude. Is it good? I can't even take Rick's opinion on this shit seriously. Rick, I know you're a hardcore Dragon Ball Z fan, so you ain't gonna be telling me the truth on this, but just figure wise, it looks dumb. And then yeah, more DLC. I did pick up this little Goku though. Like I said, I was digging on the little small little minifigs that they're doing. This was even smaller than the GT one, which was surprising. I thought they were going to be like the same body, completely new body, completely different. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not buying this shit. And seeing this, it's what pisses me off about the DLC, because it's like I'm never gonna get this figure. This would have been a cool accessory for my little Goku, like that, the figure that I did buy. But this I'm never gonna buy, you know, like that's a fact, you know. So it's a wasted accessory being packed into something that people aren't most likely not gonna cop. I can safely say that they're most likely not gonna cop this fucking ugly ass shit. You know, even for the most retarded people. Rick. I'm glad people like it. Not for me. Yeah, I think he's just trolling. I think Rick trolling right here with that shit. That's definitely not peak, man. R.I.P. Mr. Akira Toriyama, man. He'd be rolling in his grave right now seeing this bullshit. Cause yeah, this ain't it, guys. This is a lacking creativity as far as like direction goes for fucking this shit. Like, I feel like it just went backwards instead of advancing the story. This is stupid. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a shot one day, but at the time being, I just been completely turned off by it. Figures aside, though, you know, obviously fun action figures are fun action figures. There's a small little kid Goku, that's one thing. But to make this the fucking continuation of the story, this is fucking trash. Yeah, exactly. My man Rick trolling. Say it's all right. I'm still enjoying what it is. Yeah, okay, Rick. Okay, buddy. I think we've all had a bad pizza before. You know, you can still enjoy it, but you know it's a bad pizza, right? But next up, a proper anime, a proper cartoon. Like I said last time, if you grew up with this, you had a proper childhood. Next up, we got Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! Amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech. So, man, I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is finally getting his fucking love, man. As much due respect. I feel like it always gets given to Pokemon and stuff, but man, Yu-Gi-Oh! Right behind Pokemon as far as cartoons that came out when I was a little kid goes. But man, it was so awesome. So I don't know. Not too long ago, there was like a teaser for an upcoming SH Figuarts Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Yugi. So I gotta wait to see that one, man. But I would love like his like, I guess you could call him like just powered down version, like before he kind of gets the Pharaoh to take his body over and stuff. I just like that like version of him. He just looked like a little kid, a little school fucking get up and shit. His little homies, Joey Wheeler and stuff. That to me was a better look for Yugi. So hopefully the company does that. If Bandai makes like Yu-Gi-Oh, like I hope they make the little kid version of him. I don't want this like Pharaoh powered up version. As cool as it looks, also I'd prefer just the powered down. It just looks cooler. it was a lot funner, when those episodes came out. He was kind of learning to play that shit. Daima was Toriyama's last project before he died, though. Man, fuck, come on, Andes. That's what they want you to think, bro. He would have never put that shit out. That's fucking trash, and that's a lie. Okay, Andes, this is real figures, bro. It's not fake news. Man. But jumping back to this, man, I like I said, I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh is getting as much due respect. I'm gonna wait to see what Bandai puts out before I even think about pre-ordering this REVOLTECH here, though. And then next up, we got a little One Punch Man action. All new season coming out soon, I believe next year. So we got Genos from that series, and man, this shit looks super early look at it, but doesn't look terrible. It looks pretty interesting, I think the Dawson came out a couple years ago wasn't too bad. Shout out to my man Liquid. He was actually kind of mentioning that in the Discord, and I did actually go look it up, and yeah, I forgot to get the side to side images, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like REVOLTECH is gonna make pretty dynamic figures, but obviously people are gonna point out certain aesthetic parts that they might not like on the figure, especially like the knees. They're pretty smart to not show out too much of the knees. But right here, looking at Yugi, he looks pretty cool. Like the knees, they don't look like they're gonna be like ugly scoops on them. So gotta wait to see that. But you do get to see like the ball joints on the elbows and stuff and the arms. So that's not going away. But right here with this design, it looks like they're hiding it a lot on the arms. But yeah, I gotta wait to see the full figure reveal. So be on the lookout. That should be coming up pretty soon. Because believe about 2 weeks ago we talked about an early preview to Mazinger Z. So we got this amazing Yamaguchi Mazinger Z coming out, and finally got full solicitations this week. Pre-order went live, and I gotta say, man, this thing was fucking dope as fuck, man. Like, this is probably my big need of the show. Man, I just love the look to this motherfucker. Even though I don't know much about him, it's just something about him. It's just so retro looking, and like I said, I'll say it again, the toyetic factor, it just looks so fucking cool. Oh man, I've always wanted like a big like version of this character, just to have somewhere in my toy room, because it's just obviously like the old school anime to it. It's got its history, but it's definitely got its history in the toy world also, man. Like, wasn't this one of those like fucking what are those things called that those big like fucking kaiju monsters or robot monsters that they used to make, like, or robots that they used to make in Japan? I forget the name of them. Those Shoguns. Didn't they ever make like a Shogun Mazinger Z? I've always seen that shit. It's like a retro looking toy. It just looks so cool, man. Like the Shogun Godzilla also. It's like super toyetic factor, like old school as fuck, but man, like just the design of them, it just, I don't know why. It just looks like a cool giant robot. Obviously, this in like a more 6-inch form isn't gonna, give you those types of feels, but man, posing wise, we know what REVOLTECH is gonna bring, man. This is gonna be super dynamic, and I feel like they're showcasing it a lot in the solicitations, man. Like, it's got the fucking Iron Man pose on point. Like, this thing is, swinging his fucking arms, shooting these shits. Like, it looks pretty dope. And the price wasn't bad either. I believe this thing, when I first saw the preview image to it, I thought it was going to be closer to that $120 price point. But to see it was like, relatively cheap, around that $80, I was pretty happy about it, man. Like I said, one day I hope to get like a fucking huge version of this, but for right now, this is gonna be like fucking on the shelf, on the desk for a while when it comes out. Like, it just looks badass. It's gonna come with like his fucking like wings and shit where he can fly, rocket boosters. Like, it should just look super cool, man. And like I said, the design is just, yeah, for now, modern day, it's like, yeah, this looks super outdated, super retro, but something about it to me, it just looks fun. And then obviously Kyoto being Kyoto, they're gonna have the exclusive accessory to their site. This one I'm not too mad at. It's not like an extra cool head portrait, on some of these other releases that they put out. So I'm not too mad at this being exclusive, but overall, I think they're packing enough stuff in here to have a great action figure. So definitely the hot pre-order of the week for me, along with that Solid Snake. But yeah, if I had to choose between the two, I think it would be this one, man. Because like I said, I don't have a Mazinger Z. Mashinda. My man Obi-Wan. Machinda. Yeah, I don't have one in my collection, so this would be it. But yeah, one of these days, I definitely want to get one of those like Shogun versions of this motherfucker because, like I said, they just look so cool, giant size. If 3-0 ever did like one of their Fig Zero X or Fig Zero Sixes figures of this shit, like man, that would be fucking awesome, bro. It would be like a closer 12-inch. Like that'd be sick. I think they would kill that. Like I don't know how hard it would be to acquire the license for them. I feel like fucking Bandai's always like hogging this shit, but to see like REVOLTECH is getting this, pretty cool. Hopefully 3-0 jumps on this shit one day, man. I feel like they would put out a pretty cool, Robo Doe versions of this motherfucker. Have they done that before? I could be talking out of my ass. Maybe they already did do it and I'm just missing out. But yeah, if they ever did do that, I'd be all over it. What's up with REVOLTECH and Figuarts doing toys of anime that have been over for a while? Figuarts is doing Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho, My Hero Academia. I mean, shit. What else is there left to make? So we're just looking at hot toys of fucking Batman movies from the 90s. It's nostalgia, bro. It's just gonna sell, Like that Yusuke figure, I bought that one. I was like waiting for Yu Yu Hakusho figures forever. So I don't know. Some of the times it's just you got to go back to the well, man, of the stuff that was good when it came out. Man, who's trying to duel? I got my deck ready. Yeah, bro. Gotta believe in the heart of the cards, man. I can't wait to see the Joey Wheeler though. Like if they make SH Figuarts of him, that was my boy, bro. That fool was cool as fuck. And what was the other chick's name? Faye Valentine, was that her name? She was badass. Like she was cool. The Heartbeat sisters, like if they make the SH monster arts of them, there's a lot of cool monsters and cards that they can make figures of from that shit. Why does it matter if Daima was Toriyama's last work? He also did Sand Lands and it was okay at best. Tomino made Turn a Gundam and Reconquista and they suck donkey balls. Yeah, I mean, it's just obviously it's the creator and it obviously it's gonna be a little bit better for him to make something as opposed to somebody else, but I just feel like it's just maybe it lost its direction. Maybe he only did minor work on it. It's like whenever they say like this film is in the works, it's like okay, they just came up with the title that's in the works, Maybe he drew something. Okay, he was part of the creation of it. Like I don't know, I wouldn't take that to the bank as far as like something being good just because like Ghost Dad said, just because he worked on it. What did that mean? He came up with a name to it. Like, yeah, that's working on it. I came up with the name. Ghost, I'll let you slide using Sensei Toriyama in vein once. May Valentine, there you go. That was her. Yeah, I'll get a figure of her. She was smoking hot. So yeah, be on the lookout for this one. Like I said, this thing is probably one of the hotter pre-orders, man. Not gonna be in scale. And then another thing that was causing controversy as far as the size of the figure goes is this Mezco 112 collective Thor. What are your guys' thoughts on this one, man? This one, like always, like any Mezco, it's gonna generate some controversy, a little bit of buzz, a little bit of talking points. And I think the one thing that was kind of getting brought up with this figure is just gonna be the size. What's the size on this guy? Like anytime we get a Thor, we want like the perfect quintessential Thor. I think probably the best one for me, at least in my collection, is that 80-year Alex Ross Thor. It's outdated now. It needs a proper update. Like fuck, even if you throw a Softkids cape on it, like still, even mine, like my hips are all super loose on it. I'm like, man, you know what? It needs an update. I think Marvel Legends is gonna come out with one, but man, seeing this Thor go up on I believe it was at New York Comic Con. I believe they had this dude in the booth. Man, it caught a lot of buzz, man. It caught a lot of attention. Like I said, people are always kind of waiting for quintessential versions of characters, especially classic comic book characters like this, man. Like fucking Avenger, classic Marvel character. This looked pretty cool. But like I said, is it the best version you're ever going to get? You can start pointing out the stuff you don't like on it. Off the jump, when I first saw it at New York Comic Con, I for some odd reason, I kind of looked directly to the crotch all the time. No reason why. It's just what I do. But around that crotch area, those pants, man, something about the pants I just didn't like. I was like, am I dude wearing sweatpants or what the fuck is that? It's like, well, what's going on, dude? So automatically kind of that was already a drawback for me. It's already kind of coming from behind as far as the pants goes. It just didn't look right. Something about it just looks super weird. And then the other thing getting pointed out outside of the size of it, the potential size of it, is the head sculpt. Looks a little bit off, compared to what they were trying to pull inspiration from. It's like that classic Kirby artwork style, but I don't know, right here especially, it just looks super deformed, kind of. It just, I don't know, man. It's like on the spectrum type of shit. Like, I don't know, it's just something about it. It's just not hitting that mark for me. So it's not one that I pre-ordered. But last week I was talking about the Tangerine being 115. This at $95. That's a good price point, man. And it's like, then why the fuck was the Tangerine 115 again? Exactly. Like, your original character, own IP. This right here, you're paying a licensing fee. What's up with this shit, man? You tell me. Apparently, though, there is a couple of people kind of online saying that this is going to be a taller Mezco. But man, I think for something like this is going to have to be one of those wait and see. Wait for a review, wait for the DMAs and review, wait for the in-hand looks of this shit, and then you could kind of make up your mind. I don't think this thing is gonna get sold out. I think even now you can still track the Spider-Man. You can still track some of the Mezcos that came out that are not exclusive relatively easy. So I would say wait on this one. Unless you have like credit on Mezco, you could just kind of use that pre-order, just whatever is going to be a little bit of a discount. But this is definitely going to be a wait and see. Even like I said, though, even with the height being more adequate, I think personally I would still be out. It's something about the head sculpt that's not selling it to me. Like I said, my eyes, they get fixated on that crotch, or on that crotch. I don't like them pants. It kind of look a little bit sweatpantsy. So I don't know, and on top of that, shout out to 6" Plus, but he did put out his classic Thor not too long ago. So this was the first batch of Thors that he was doing. And then I think currently now he's working on this Olivier Coipel version of Thor. So we got a new one coming out pretty soon. And I believe this pre-order is going to open up, I believe, next month or the next few months. I think on his Instagram, he says sometime in February or March, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I'm gonna be on the lookout for this. I do like this version of Thor a little bit better, more so than this. It's just it's classic comic book look, but I don't know. It's something about this. I like the armor, like the chest armor, better on the Mezco. But I don't know. I do like the size on this. Like I believe this is the Atom Toys body right here on this custom Thor. So that's a proper size to him, and I like the head sculpt better. I like the head sculpt on the custom better, So I don't know what he's asking for as far as price point goes, but if it's in that fucking 150 range for this, I might be in for this one, because this might be my best version of Thor right here. So I don't know. Omar said after looking at Thor's cock, just doesn't measure up. Got him. Oh man, you got me. Exactly. I need a little bit more size, more size on it. Fixated on that crotch area. But like I said, I feel like the material on the pants on this custom look better, but I feel like the execution on like the armor is better on the Mezco right here, And then obviously the cape is up in the air, but I don't know. It's not the best version of Thor. I think there's still going to be a hotter version coming out. Maybe it's a custom, maybe it's a third party company, maybe it's Marvel Legends kind of getting their shit together and putting out another good one. Probably not gonna have a soft goods cape because they're fucking retards, but it is what it is. You got to go third party. You got to get a little customizer to make a cape for you. So I don't know. But again, $95 might be worth a try just to check out. Like you can't be mad at that price. And like I said, had that Tangerine been that price, I probably wouldn't have hesitated. I would have been like, all right, yeah, let's just do it. Not overly expensive. And $115 isn't like too much more, but it is more. And when I saw the accessories that were packed into that, I was like, nah, why for what, So right here, I don't know. Right here looks like a good spread of stuff. But what are your guys' thoughts, man? Did you guys go in for this right here? Because I don't know. Like I said, there was mixed reviews on it as far as the online comments went. I like this Mezco Thor. It looked good at NYCC. Yeah, you're right. And like you said before, Codenames, I think in hand Mezcos always do look good. and they are gonna look great with the rest of the Mezco stuff that you have in your collection, man. If you have like other Mezcos, like if you build a pretty good collection of like not only Rumble Society stuff, but especially like their Marvel stuff, I think it's gonna look great. I've looked at that Captain America a couple times after that pre-order went up, and I think it looks fucking awesome. I'm gonna wait to see that one in hand too, but that looked like a really good cap. And man, if they build out like more of these like classic Avengers and stuff, man, might be a cool shelf to build out, man. Relax, bro. Need rage over here. My man Andy's nerd. Fucking nerd. Thor needs to be taller than most heroes. Figures don't get to scale right with him. Yeah, he needs to be pretty freaking like tall, dude. So I don't know, man. This comment made me laugh. Omar said that looking at Thor's cock just doesn't measure up. Oh, that's vicious, bro. That's vicious. What am I supposed to look at, bro? The guy's wearing sweatpants. Of course I'm gonna stare at his cock. Hey, yo! Sweatpants. Those pants look like blue jeans. They look a little bit fuzzy to me. Omar's talking more about girth code names. Price is not too bad. Yeah, exactly. The price is nice, man. Whenever they price stuff correctly like that, like fair, not expensive, then I'm like leaning more to something being good than being shit. You can take the pants off. It looks like 3-incher is his street name for real, right? My man 3-incher. No, I don't know. Overall, though, like I said, it's not the worst looking Thor. It's not bad, And like Codename saying, maybe in hand it'll look even better, but not terrible, man. It's not the worst looking thing I've ever seen Mezco put out there. It's just not something I'm gonna run a pre-order right now because, like I said, I still have that 80-year one. That one's just holding down my Avenger shelf. I don't need to, splurge on another Thor, especially if I'm not building out more of these Mezcos. I don't even think I have any Marvel Mezco. I don't think I do. I'm trying to think, like a couple of DC ones, but I don't think I have a Marvel one. Yeah, I don't know. Something about them that just like the Marvel or like the super, even like the DC ones that I have. I'm not like the biggest fan of the Mezco stuff. It just looks a little bit Migo-ish, but this Thor doesn't look like that. But it's just something about it that just didn't fully sell me yet. But like I said, if I see it in hand and if it's like closer to like a taller figure, then yeah, it might be worth getting. Because yeah, maybe you might not see another Thor. Because look at the Mafex. What a fucking miss. What a miss that was. That was the biggest miss. And then yeah, maybe I'll wait around for this dude 6-inch plus to put this one out because that one might be a hot one, so be on the lookout for this. And then next we got the Glizzy Gobbler Hot Dog Toys Mass Sorcerer. And fuck, man, is this action figure overdose? Shit, it's pretty close, man. Honestly, when I was looking at this shit today, I was like, fuck, this thing looks, I don't know, it just looks like a little bit like, what the fuck is this? This just looks like unnecessary crap, It's like, man, I get it. We're gonna see this character get figures re-put out, but maybe by Marvel Legends, maybe third-party companies, maybe official releases. Obviously, the big news is Robert Downey coming back to MCU as Doom. So maybe potential to see this in live action would be out there. But man, just looking at this shit look kind of rough, guys. Like, man, like seriously, just the amount of accessories. I feel like they're trying to cover up like the unsightliness of this figure, but for me, it ain't doing it, man. Like, this just looks like, look at the elbow right here. Look at that fucking elbow, dude. Like, holy fuck, that doesn't look good. Not at all, man. Yeah, my man Sneaker, he's waiting for this one. Yeah, this shit looks fucking, I don't know. Just look at the elbow. That's like gotta be one of the worst elbow joints I've ever seen, bro. Like, seriously, that ranks up there with that fucking Jazzwares Halo figures. They had those fucked up knees and elbows. It ranks up there with that McFarlane Peacemaker elbow. That shit was one of the roughest looking elbows I've ever seen. It doesn't look good, man. Like, I don't know. I was looking through it. It's like they're dressing this shit up with like a soft goods cloak. Even the cloak looks like fucking complete trash. Like, seriously, it looks like fucking hot garbage. Like, oh man, the effects. I guess they're just dressing this thing up with a shit ton of effects, overly packing it with effects. I think it's just too many effects. If there's such a thing, it's here. It's now. Yeah, I don't know about this, man. And then no fucks given with the name Hot Dog Toys. I feel like this is gonna be a hot dog of a figure, man. Like for reals. I would rather have a glizzy than this shit. I don't know. This is yeah, the cape looks bad. It does, right? It just looks like so cheap. Like even right here, you can kind of see the shit like not even tailored correctly. It's like all fucked up stitching and shit. Like, oh man, I do not like this. I feel like this is just like a quick cash grab from somebody, and they're gonna get people, bro. Like they're gonna get people for this shit, man. But don't do it, guys. Don't pre-order this. This is this week's edition of Action Figure Overdose. Easily, by far. I don't think I saw anything this bad this week. It's just it's overly done. You know, it's just it's just overly done as far as accessories goes. But just the figure itself doesn't look great either, man. You know. I think we're doing a little bit too much. We're pre-ordering this shit. My man, Liquid says, yeah. When I saw this, I thought it was an add-on for the old Marvel Legends figure. Yeah, right. It just looked like add-on accessories for that old shit. But then when I looked at the figure, I'm like, you know what? The Marvel Legends actually probably looks a little bit better than this. I don't know. And that figure was pretty ass too. I think it's gone up a little bit in the aftermarket price after the news, obviously, but I think people are fucking idiots for going back and buying that shit. It's just, man, I don't know what it is when people buy old stuff like that just because they hear some kind of new news. It's like, oh, I gotta go back and get this shit. No, you don't. Odds are that another company's gonna make it. If it does come out in the MCU, for sure, another company's gonna make it a lot better. But man, like this is fucking outrageous. But it might get people. It might get people because you're like, oh, well, the Marvel Legends is like $60 on eBay. I could just get this for 90. This is import quality. This ain't import quality, bro. This is dog shit. Like seriously, this is dog crap. Like, oh man, just even look at the knees over here. Like, dude, it's not a robot. This is supposed to be a fucking suit. Like that looks like his fucking arm is like dislocated from his elbow. It looks pretty bad. No articulation, torso up. Yeah. Fuck. Exactly. It just even like those hip joints, it just look fucking weird. It just looks like even outdated there. It just looks like shit. That's a gimmick for real, for real. My man Sneakerhead. This thing looks like AI created it, right? Even the name came up with the name Hot Dog Toys. It's like, man, you just bought a hot dog. You bought this shit. Looks like the toilet paper from public school, thin as fuck. Yeah, the cape. That's like the color of it looks pretty good, but that's about it. It's like a nice dark green. Like that looks cool. And like those like little honeycomb effects, like I've seen Snail Show put theirs out. I wish I would have bought those, man. This looks so awesome. These look so cheap, dude. Like this looks like somebody like 3D printed a bunch of these and they're just sticking it in here. Like, yeah, let's just pack this thing out with all these effects and it's gonna look like a dope set. This shit look rough, bro. This shit look really rough. Damn, they got me. My man Sneakerhead, bro. Cancel this shit. Cancel this shit, bro. Action figure overdose. Action figure motherfucking overdose. Google search hot dog toys Walmart. No. That's mad accessories though. Yeah, dude, you want all this crap? You want to dump all this crap in a fucking bin full of accessories already? Like this is crap. I wouldn't. Even the colors look nasty, dude. Like this looks like shit, dude. Mad accessories. Like, bro, I can shit in a paper bag and give it to you and call it accessories if that's what you want. Like, fuck that. It's like I said, content. Product may vary. I like that they put that everywhere. Product may vary. Yeah, it's gonna look even worse. It's gonna look even worse. Fucking hell, dude. Never look back. Look at the knee joint right here. On this like crouch down. That shit looks terrible, man. Even the head sculpt looks shit. Like the eyes look too close together. Oh man. Quit dumping on the motherfucker all the way, shaking my head. Yeah, no, this is it. Damn glizzy gobbler. Goblin. Yeah. This ain't it, man. This when I saw this, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be the worst thing I talk about this week. That's for damn sure. By far. And we did talk about that Kong 2-pack from McFarlane. So yeah, that's saying a lot, guys. That's saying a whole lot. Omar out of pocket. Comments make this show what it is. Yeah. Talking shit about this stuff all day. We can talk shit about this. Not this though. This is actually pretty cool. You thought this was action figure overdose? No, it's actually this, man. But yo, to close out the show, I actually forgot to bring this up when we talk about the 1/6 figures, but it looks like Mondo putting out their last 1/6 figure for the year. We got the Buzz Off coming to the Masters of the Universe line, and man, fucking as goofy of a character it is, I always am impressed by the stuff that's getting put out by the companies for this dude. It always seems like it gets the most love. Definitely like a more of a goofier character for these like designs and this IP and shit, this cartoon, these figure line, but it is a fan favorite. I'm glad I actually got to pick up that fucking new Eternia one not too long ago. That one had sold out surprisingly. I didn't think it would, and it was actually starting to creep up in price. So I was able to get that for like around 30, 35, I think I paid, which was pretty expensive. But I only saw that thing going up. And then there is some other ones that are pretty much sold out, and you can't find them for cheaper than 50, man. So if you see some of these new Eternia figures, lock them up because I don't think Mattel's making too many, man. But going into this Mondo one, like I said, I've bought only the Skeletor. I'm a fucking idiot for even buying that. But I think if I just get the He-Man one day, I do have that on my want list. Maybe I have to put that on the Christmas list and pass that around to people, man. You guys want to give me a gift? You know what it is. But yeah, looking at the Mondo stuff, I could just admire them from afar for what they are. I don't believe this one came with a timed edition, so that's pretty cool for that, that alone. Like I always say, if they don't give you all the accessories, it's a non-pre-order, man. Timed edition aside, it's like just you're gonna make it anyway. Just pack it all in, man. Like fuck the bullshit. Give people, the same amount of stuff you're giving everybody else. So that's what I always think. But yeah, maybe it does garner pre-orders going their way early on. So maybe that's just a win for them. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys, for the action figure toy news of the week. And maybe the last show of the year, I want to say. I don't think there's gonna be too much more shit out there. I mean, this is the shit we're getting right now to talk about. So yeah, probably gonna be the last one. Christmas is next week, so definitely not gonna do the show next week. Then the week after is gonna be New Year's, man. And then yeah, like I was saying, I did want to kind of put like a top 10 figure stream together, but man, it's just so hard to kind of really pick figures. Like I was doing at the beginning of the show, I was just kind of talking about like favorite lines and stuff. Like I would definitely want to rank like the Simpsons, like Jack's line, like I was talking about my man Otto. Like I would want to rank that on one of them. This is probably the best figure in the line, but is it one of the best figures of the year? That's debatable, but it's definitely one that I had a blast when I got it out of the package. Obviously, you buy certain stuff and out of the package, it's great. It's like, oh yeah, this is fucking awesome. Like I still haven't even messed with my fucking Guile too much. I just literally got him out of the box like last week and just left them on my desk. But great stuff that Jada's doing, man. Obviously bashing on Todd, but he had put out some cool stuff this year, man. Like just vehicles alone. Like the guy's been killing it with fucking vehicles. Still got that fucking Batmobiles all up and down my desk. I got the Batman Forever, the Batman Beyond one right here. Yeah, it's just a lot of crazy stuff coming from companies, third parties putting out good stuff. I was just kind of talking about the Mezco stuff. Mondo's putting out great 1/6 stuff. Hot Toys putting out dope stuff. A lot of cool figures all the time, man. And yeah, I'm gonna be right here to talk about them, man, on the next one. Like I said, it's probably not gonna be this year, but be on the lookout for episode 35, the 35er. And yeah, like I always say, man, thank you guys for joining me, man. If you guys check the live show, if you guys check out a little bit, check out the whole stream, check out the replay. Always appreciate it, man. And like I said at the beginning of the show, crazy that I started this show or this channel kind of not at the beginning of the year, kind of started around February. But man, it's been awesome kind of coming here and hanging out with you guys, man. And I'm looking forward to the next one, man. So like always, guys, keep buying dope stuff. Remember, this is just my opinions. I'm just up here talking shit, man. We don't have to take this to heart all the time. It's just kind of opinions being shared by me. Try to read out your guys' all the time. And yeah, we'll be here for that, man. So take care of your guys' selves. You guys have an awesome Christmas, awesome New Year. Spend time with your loved ones, spend time with your families, and yeah, man, have a blast. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Until then, man, you guys take care of yourselves, man. Peace out, guys. I'll see you guys later, man.